Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
And we're here to play some...
I can't see.
You can't see what?
No, it's okay. Because I was looking in the light.
Now, I know what it is. It's your glasses that are causing the camera probably to blur out. But that's okay. That's okay. We're trying to get the focus on us working better. And it was like, man, why has it been bugging out? I think that's why.
Yeah.
But I have it on manual, so it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I'm officially throwing this camera in the toilet. All right. We're playing Power Rangers today. Full disclosure, this game was provided by the publisher. It was sent to us like 6 months late, but it was sent to us. We've had it for a little bit, but it was one of the ones we saw at Gen Con last year, and we're like, my little brothers love Power Rangers. My daughter loved Power Rangers. I was always like a little too old for the Power Rangers at the time, but it was on my TV because my younger brothers like loved it. And I was like, okay, I guess like the kaiju thing, you know, Godzilla kind of stuff. It was fun. It was cool to watch every now and then. But my daughter, she like got hooked on it when she was younger, and she wanted the toys. So we were buying the toys and stuff.
Yeah, she loved it.
And then I was watching it with her, of course. So then I'm like, okay, I understand this IP. So we're playing a game today with an IP I know because this is based on the classic 90s like Power Rangers. This is not like the one of the 75 other Power Ranger IPs that have come out since then. But thanks to Renegade Game Studios for providing this game. I'm not being told to what to do with it or paid to play it or anything like that. This is fully just us having fun with another one of these deck building games, which you know I love deck building games. So
we do.
I'll let you know if there's anything about it that just rubs me the wrong way or what I like about it. We'll talk about that after or during while we're playing it. But there are some cool twists to this and thematic ties, which I think are neat. And it's not just like a reskin of the G.I. Joe game or a reskin of Star Realms or something like that. It's like its own little deck building game. Obviously it follows like the basics of deck building, but I do like the way they've tied it so it's a little asymmetric. It is not cooperative, which was weird. It's very different in that respect. Actually, the Transformers one you could play co-op or competitive.
Yep.
This one is straight competitive. Like one side is playing the heroes and you can play up to 4 players, 2 versus 2, 1 versus 2, or 1 versus 1. And it's asymmetrical, so one side's playing the Power Rangers, and they have some different things going on. And the other side is evil villains. I don't know what that group's called. Rita and her gang of friends. And they're doing stuff a little bit different. We all share the same market, and we're like fighting cards in the market from each other that each other can't buy, but they also hurt you and annoy you, so you want to fight them out of the market while you're also trying to fight your opponent. So yeah, I do want to fix this camera. This is annoying.
You want me to go do it?
Sure. This is, yeah, I don't know why. It's like blurry, right?
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm blurrier than you.
Yeah, maybe you are. Or maybe it's that Photoshop to hide all your blemishes we do, like, you know, like those celebrities.
We did not do that.
Yeah. Mel has some things on her face. We're blurring it. This is like live Photoshop of Mel's face to make her look like, you know, she's in a magazine with like perfect skin.
No,
We blur it a little bit.
we don't do that.
Yeah. Okay, let me mute you.
Yep.
Hello, everyone joining live. Hello. Welcome. If you're new here, I apologize. We don't take things too seriously, but sometimes we take things too seriously. So get ready for me to go. No. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. I think we're...
Oh, that's so much better.
Man, I think I know what happens. I think Mel tries to focus it while she's not wearing her glasses, and to her, everything looks sharp.
You are right. I didn't have my glasses on when we were doing it earlier.
No, I'm joking, but I was looking too, though, and it
But
looked
I
good.
didn't.
I don't know. This is what happens when you move your camera around. Hello, everybody. Go Rob Rangers. Well, I don't know. I'm not the Power Rangers today. Mel's gonna be the Power Rangers.
Yeah, I guess
Of
you guys
course.
can start placing your bets now on this competitive
Yeah.
game on who's gonna win this.
Yeah. I'm being the evil side. Mel's gonna try to build a giant mega super. What are they?
Megazord, no?
Well, there's the
Or
Megazord. I don't think you're gonna do it this game. I feel like only in the team game it might happen. Is the Mega Dragon Zord?
Yeah, no, I'm not aiming for that.
But you have to find the Mega Dragon head Zord thing and put it on with like 5 others. I think that only might happen in a team game when 2 players are throwing Zords in the Zord Bay.
I agree.
We'll talk about that though. Estha, how's it going? How's it going? This used to be my best superhero show when I was a kid.
Yeah,
All
how many
right.
people watch this? Did all of you guys watch this show? I did a little bit. My bride had 3 younger brothers and they loved it.
Yeah, it's huge, right?
Yeah.
I still think it's big. Like there's always new ones out, so each generation, like or each every 10 years or whatever, it's like new kids have a new one on TV. That's toys are everywhere, and they're promoting and stuff, video games and things.
Yep.
I love this so much.
Yeah, even Seamish says, my son loves Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out if your son will love Power Rangers, the deck building game. We'll see. We'll see. Green Ranger equals best Ranger? No.
Oh, is
Hold
that
on.
the case?
White Ranger is the best Ranger.
Are we having a
Okay. Not this Green Ranger you're talking about. The White Ranger is the best Ranger. Completely different from the Green Ranger, okay?
I do have to say, I think I liked the Pink Ranger when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I mean, makes sense, I guess.
Yogi says, yeah, this was on TV when I got off the bus after school. Care for all the troubled youth when they weren't allowed to have us dig holes or build train track. What? Oh my God. Back in my day.
Yeah, we're all really showing our age here, but it's
Daniel,
fine.
I was joking, all right? I was joking. Of course, White and Green Ranger are the same. I was just trolling. We do have a promo White Ranger character card and Zord and stuff that was sent to us with the game, but we're not using it. I think I am using, there is some promo cards in here. I think in
the deck of cards?
I think, yeah. And we're using like a promo Zord Bay because it's a better one. But you get them as like a pre-order bonus, not a pre-order bonus, a bonus from buying it from Renegade's website, and probably from conventions and stuff. But I didn't ask for it. They just include it in there because I think anytime they send out an order from their web store, they automatically throw them in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, to like get you to buy directly from them. Obviously saves them some overhead and things. So, but yeah. After 10,000 years, I'm free to conquer the earth. That's right. And I'm playing Rita Repulsa today just because her voice still is scratching against my brain every time I think of this show. Oh, man. All right. Let's talk about Power Rangers, the deck building game, a little more. All right. So it doesn't seem like it's destroying the charts or anything over on BGG. It's ranked 7,131. So it's, it's an IP game. It's just a deck building game. We have many of these things. IP games technically don't hit as well sometimes, depending on how the IP is or how the publisher treats the IP or spends money into developing a game versus money into getting the IP secured. But yeah. And this one is competitive. That's the other thing that hurts it, I think. I think the co-op ones or co-op and competitive alternatives, this has no solo mode and no cooperative mode in the base game. I don't know if they added it in expansions later. I don't have any. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. There's probably 16 expansions for this thing already. And if there is, that means it's popular and there'll be more coming. But designed by Dan Blanchett and Matt Hyra. So it's a different designer than G.I. Joe for sure, because that's T.C. Petty the third, I remember, because he commented on the video. It's very nice. So I remember his name for that purpose. So Dan, if you're watching, you better comment on the video. Yeah, you Dan. I see you, Dan. You better watch this and take all my feedback and laugh at it. All right. Oh, Transformers. Oh, okay. So Dan's worked on the Transformers deck building game we played. And let's see.
Abomination game that's number 1 on his list
Yeah,
here.
it's popular. People like that game
I
a lot.
remember looking at this at Gen Con one year.
Yeah, that was the hotness in 2019 there.
Yeah, I remember.
Vampire Masquerade Rivals expandable card game. Not heard of it, but it's, I mean, this is ranked 910, so his best game is like in the top 1,000. That's pretty good.
That's good.
That's pretty good. But yeah, Transformers. So that's the closest game we can think of. Is we played the Transformers game. We like it. I like the G.I. Joe one better, I think.
I like it better than the Transformers,
the Transformers one's cool. I like Transformers better than G.I. Joe, but it's just, I think the deck building game for G.I. Joe is the best one out of the IP ones, I think, from Renegade.
I did like the My Little Pony one though.
I know
that was
the
fun one too.
Yeah, but he didn't design that one, so
I know.
Can't give him credit for that either. Hold on, let's check this guy. Hey Matt. Matt, are you watching? If so, say hi. I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's see. Linked games. Let's check out Matt's credentials. Card Wars. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. How is this game in the top 1,000? This is by far one of the worst deck building games ever made.
Oh, you heard it here first.
It is. Man, that company that makes that games, what is it? Yeah, I always rant whenever I see them. I own the Lord of the Rings version of this, and like I only own it because it's Lord of the Rings. But man, that game stunk. I need to stream that one day.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time.
Yeah, like just to torture myself, we'll stream that like a 10-hour stream of that game just to torture me. But yeah, the DC one, I demoed it at a Gen Con. I was like, what? This is so, the theme doesn't even line up right. It's just it's a trashy game. Cryptozoic. This is why, so Cryptozoic, in my mind, since I got in the hobby in like 2012 or whatever, this is the one company that has cool IPs. All the time they get a hold of all these IPs, but they attach them to the crappiest, garbage quality, poorly play tested, bad Q&A, crappy components. Yeah, they just, games are all trash. Every time I go to their booth at Gen Con, I'm like, oh, here they got another IP. Let me check out the game. Oh, it's a reskin of another one of their crappy games. I don't know, man. Maybe they have a good game or two, but man, Cryptozoic, they're one of the bad guys making IP games not quality, like spending all the money on the IP and not actually developing a good game, you know? You gotta cut costs somewhere, I guess.
You were getting some hearts in the chat, so I think people are agreeing with you.
It's my opinion, though. Just my opinion. You guys might love DC, the deck building game. So you need to get outside and get some different games, obviously. But
I mean, taste is subjective.
Okay, I don't love Letter Batman.
Yep.
But again, it's just a reskin with Batman on Love Letter. But Love Letter was already a good game, and it's not bad. I remember I bought it because it lured my daughter into playing Love Letter.
Oh my god, she loves playing that.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, ooh, let's get the Batman version. She likes Batman. Spyfall, okay.
Okay, we own that too.
Okay, but the Spyfall wasn't designed by them. It was like a European or Japanese game or something that they just like got the North American rights to, and or something like that.
Again, our daughter loves that game.
Yeah, yeah. Spyfall is a party game. It's a decent game. Yeah, yeah. It's a decent game. But other than that, come on, man. Yeah. Love Letter Adventure Time. Love Letter Hobbit. These are like their best games. Yeah, yeah. I don't waste my time going to their booth anymore, but yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Lord of the Rings, a Fellowship deck building game. Yeah, buddy. I was like, I'm new to board games. I know Lord of the Rings. Let me buy this. Oh, not everything.
Not all of them are equal.
Just like video games, it could have an IP on the cover. Doesn't mean it's good. And the person who made it understands what they're doing and cares about the IP. Okay. All right. So I'm a little worried. So one designer designed DC, the deck building game, which stinks. The other designer designed Transformers, the deck building game, which is good, decent. This is a bad rule book, but they admitted that. And they're trying to fix it in future printings and expansions and stuff. So, I mean, I didn't play it when it launched. And supposedly it was kind of bad shape rule book when it launched. But yeah. But again, Renegade, decent company, makes some good stuff. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. How do we get back?
Yeah, we went down a rabbit hole there.
Yeah, we did. It was awesome. Boom, we're back. So 2 to 4 players, best of 2. Weight is 2.75. We'll show you how it plays. We'll explain how it plays. We'll play a game of it today, and we'll give you our thoughts on it. As open and honest as possible, and even to a fault, as you guys know. So yeah, yeah. But it's a decent game so far. After one play, it's a decent game, and we'll show you. Maybe it's the deck building game for you, to be honest. especially if you like Power Rangers, and I'll show you why. Definitely not a bad game. So spoiler alert, not a bad game. All right. Or I wouldn't be streaming it at all. I would have just, sorry, Renegade. Thank you for the game, but I can't. This is horrible. I would never do that. All right. Would never play something that bad. All right. Here we go. Oh, we're crooked. We're crooked. Okay. So there's a lot of piles everywhere.
Yes,
I feel like this game takes up a little more table space than the usual kind of deck building game with a twist. And that is because, and I'll show you, I'll try to explain to you what's happening here on the screen. And we kind of zoomed in as best we could, but I had to zoom it out a bit because there's like so many piles and things. So you have a deck in a deck building game. Yeah, that's right. You draw cards from this deck into your own personal deck, or into your discard pile, sorry. And then that gets shuffled into your deck, which becomes better. So it has like the vanilla gain a card, always goes to your discard pile. You shuffle it up to draw when you run out of cards in your main deck. It's no twist on that. Okay. It comes with these dials, which are not the greatest. And for some reason, the number is the tiniest little thing. Like the dial is like huge, but the number is like buried in there, and it's the tiniest thing ever. So when you're playing, this is kind of what you see on the table. I don't know what number that is, you know, but it's more like this far away. So I don't know what number that is. Oh, that one I see, it's a 3, right? So at the bottom is your health, and our health goes to 30, is it?
Yeah, you can start at 3 if you want.
Yeah, no. That's how much Mel destroyed me last time before I got her. So
it was close.
We have 30 health. You were trying to knock the other team or the other side down from 30 health. We both have 30 health, and you're trying to attack. There is heal. There is blocking. And you're trying to reduce the health down to 0. And once one side's health down to 0, so remember, you could have 2 versus 2 or 1 versus 2 or whatever in the game. So one team, I believe, shares a dial, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And then you have an energy at the top. So it's like a double dial. So there's 2 dials here to spin. I like the way it shows you which way is plus and minus.
I do too.
But I never noticed it because it's so tiny again. But I mean,
I still will forget.
Yeah, they didn't want to mess with the art. The art's cool. But yeah, these are big dials. They came pre-assembled, which is nice. Up here's your energy. You spend this energy to fire off abilities on cards. So you can't just exhaust like, oh, that's a free one. This one. On a card here, for example, this is an energy cost that must be paid to exhaust the card and fire off an ability. So there's a resource for like every ability you can use in the game. It's kind of neat. You can't just like play a card and fire off some ability. You have to like, there's steps to it and costs to be paid that are more than just exhaust the card, do an ability, or discard a card, do an ability. It's no, we have a meter of a max of 20 energy that we need to gain, and you can gain it off cards by playing them. But when you play a card, you're not going to be able to do the ability. You have to attach it, and we'll talk about that in a sec. And this is the currency in the game called shards that are used to buy cards with the cost in the top left. Okay, so it's like, there's your resources. Basically, your only resources are like health, energy, and shards, I think, in the game. That's it. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So you have to manage those 3 things. Shards are used to buy cards from the row. So I guess I can set up a row here. Maybe we'll get some examples. Yeah, we don't even have the full cards out. There's gonna be more.
You've been doing a lot of shuffling this week, eh?
Yeah. A
lot of shuffling.
I'm wearing a bunch of invisible band-aids for all the cuts. Yeah, every day I'd be shuffling.
Yeah.
But I love card games. I love this feeling of shuffling cards in hand. I get comments on videos that I'm playing with cards when other people are doing things.
Oh, yeah.
I have that problem. It's a tough problem to break. It's a habit. I don't even notice I'm doing it. Where I like, you know, I just love the feeling of cards in hand. I just got like addicted to it when I got into tabletop gaming. Even probably younger, I probably just liked doing it with like some of the card games from like the 90s and stuff. When I didn't play them, I just collected them. But yeah. Anyways, okay, so we need to fill up our little market row here. I don't remember what it's called in this game. And it's 6 cards, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. I think she's called a grid.
Grid. It's the grid. Yes, that's a Power Rangers thing. It's morphin' time. Yellow Ranger. Pink Ranger. Okay. We don't have any duplicates of card types. No, 3.
3. You can have 2 of the
2
same.
of each, yeah.
So we're good on that.
So there's the rule when you're setting up the market. There is card types of hero, maneuver, equipment, villain. There is
location.
One location, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all.
That's all, yep.
That's all of the card types in the main deck. If you ever set up and you have 3 or more of one, you're supposed to set it aside, keep drawing till you don't have 3 or more of one, and shuffle them back into the deck so that you have a nice spread here. It's kind of funny we have a duplicate though. I've never seen that yet, but
No.
even in my practice game and our game. Okay, so out of these cards here, I kind of explain next. Talk about the resources. Okay, we talk about our dials. So we have this energy we need to manage, and you gain energy by playing the cards, just like you gain shards to spend them to buy cards. So you buy cards on the market. That's where I was going. And cards, like I said, have a cost in the top left. So to gain one of these cards, you'll spend shards, and on your turn, you'll play. You get 5 cards, the standard deck building stuff. You get your 5 cards, and as you play cards, these are the starter ones, super boring. We have the same starter cards. They have different titles because they're thematic and have different art, but we have the exact same starting deck. Even though we're asymmetric sides, our decks start out the exact same with the same abilities, just different names and different art to be thematic, which I like. So if I play these 3 cards on my turn, that'll generate me 3 shards, okay? And these 3 shards can be used to buy cards on the market, okay? Don't fall asleep yet. Well, this is boring, basic deck building stuff. We'll get to where the twist is, okay? Wake up. Daniel Gauthier, wake up. Don't fall asleep. Okay, I know you know all the deck building stuff, okay? All right. I know this doesn't have ponies on it, so it's not as exciting, okay? I'm just kidding. Love you, buddy. All right. You can buy the cards with the shards, and when you gain it, it just goes, so let's say, well, I can't buy it. I'm not allowed, being a bad guy. Oh, we're flipped. I just noticed.
Oh.
That
would have been interesting.
Yeah,
I'm playing bad. On the side.
What is happening?
I don't know. They're testing your
Is
patience.
it this one?
No.
Does that look right?
I mean, some people may want to watch like
what?
that.
That's not right. Just kidding. All right. Anyways, now where's that? I'm trying to be funny, and it's not working. There we go. Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. So on my side here, where I'm sitting on my side, I'm not allowed to buy heroes because I'm playing as Rita. I'm one of the villains. And there are many villains in the game, like 7 different ones I could choose from. Mel can choose from all the different Rangers. She chose the Black Ranger, Zach Taylor.
I did.
Similar to Marvel Champions, the superhero kind of thing in a card game, you start out as just the regular teenager as a Power Ranger. And there's a way eventually you work your way in the game where you flip to be your Ranger. And you stay that way for the rest of the game. It's not like flipping back and forth when you feel like it, like Marvel Champions. But it's kind of cool. You start out, like the start of the TV show, or in high school, it's basically like Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, it's like you're playing through an episode, right?
Yeah, you're playing through an episode. Yeah, eventually you'll turn into a Ranger, and then hopefully you build your Megazord, and then we're fighting my giant villain versus your Zords. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool if you like Power Rangers. If not, I don't know. Maybe it's just too much in a deck building game. We'll see. But so I can gain a card. So let's say for 3. I can gain this villain because I'm the villains. Mel can't gain this card. But if you notice, there's a different little value on this card. This is like the battle cost or whatever it's called. I can attack Mel, but I can battle cards out of the grid. So this villain, if it's here at the end of Mel's turn, she will take a damage to her health dial for each villain that's in the market. So she can't just ignore that there's that villain there. And I probably want that villain. So like some games, there's abilities that you can knock cards out of the market, or you might just hate purchase cards out of the market to prevent your opponent from getting the ones they want. So I'm not allowed to buy these heroes, but at least I can still get rid of them to stop you from gaining them. And if I don't get rid of them, they will hit me for 2 damage at the end of the turn. There is a heal card in the starting deck, so you don't have to deal with them that urgently at the beginning of the game. But if you just ignore the heroes in there and you're the villain and they're chiseling down your 30 points and then you're getting attacked for like 8 points here and 4 points there and stuff, eventually. By IP, I mean intellectual property. Sorry. Oh yeah, you guys.
You got it.
Perfect. Yeah, intellectual property is IP. Like basically, yeah, taking any time kind of intellectual property, some other media, like a book theme or a movie theme or something, and then bringing it into the gaming industry, or comics, and there's like lots of cross media stuff, right? It's intellectual property that you would license and then apply it to something. Basically, it's like merchandising. That's pretty much what it is, like, you know. But yeah. Brugiera, I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. I'm so sorry if I'm not. It says, hey guys, finally the game me and my wife play. Thanks.
Awesome.
Rob, nice shuffling. Wait through Mel. Wait, I thought Mel shuffled the card.
Some games. Depends on if we want certain cards to bubble to the top or not.
What?
No, it's just my luck of shuffling sometimes.
see,
I get
see.
cards to pop to the top.
So it's a little like Star Wars deck builder where you can attack cards to the other side. I haven't got the Star Wars deck builder yet.
But based on what you're saying, yes.
Yes. I haven't played it yet, so I can't comment on similarities there. But we did like pre-order it from our game store, but on another order, and it still hasn't come in, and I don't know which game on the order is delaying it or whatever.
Oh,
but
that's when we ordered.
yeah, we
Oh,
ordered
okay,
Star Wars the
okay.
deck builder like right away as soon as it was announced. I threw it on an order, and then it released, and I still don't have it. But I order like usually a whole bunch of pre-orders on a list or restock pre-orders, and then to get free shipping. And then sometimes just one game will like get delayed to Canada or like not show up forever, and it delays the whole order. And then I just have too many games to play, so I just kind of forget about it and not care because it's like I don't have any shortage of cool games to play. That's for sure, or stream, I should say. So
You were talking about battling cards.
yeah, so you can battle cards out of here. So this, the thing is though, to battle this, I'm not using attacks. I'm actually spending shards. So shards is the, you know, economy to buy cards. So like in a deck builder, you play, you have money, you buy things from the market, improve your deck, right? But now there's a twist here. I have to get rid of this card because it could, or Mel has to get rid of this card actually, because it could damage her, or I could buy it and it could make my plans better, right? And the cool thing though is the player who fights it and destroys it gets a little ability fired off in this black box here. It says target foe discards one attached card, and we'll talk about attached in a second. So that's the kind of the first little twist, is fighting things there that you can't buy, but hurt you and make your opponent, like your opponent probably wants those cards. So I like this idea of like every turn, if there's a card there that like that, you have to decide like, am I buying this card to improve my deck? Or am I fighting this card because it's annoying? Or I don't want my opponent to have that because I see what engine they're trying to build, and that is not what I need right now. So already that extra twist makes it better than like a boring plain deck builder of like flap down my hand, you know, flop it down on the table, buy something, shuffle, your turn. You know, or spend resource on this, spend resource on attacking, shuffle my deck next turn. You know, like it's not just that. There's like that extra decision point already makes it like pretty cool, I think. Then next, there's all these other piles in front here. Okay, a little crazy. There's actually supposed to be like this many piles, but I've kind of done my own little house rule-ish to the game. It's super simple. There are, when you pick your character, so your character card, let's talk about our characters. This is Rita Repulsa. Okay. She has, if you notice, 4 colors around the outside of her card. So she has gray on the top, purple on the left and right, and orange on the bottom. Okay. This is her scheming side. Okay. This is her having fun at a party side. Empowered. And there's different abilities here, but it's the same colors around the outside. Okay. So the colors around the outside, and this card is larger than a regular card because it has cards attached to it. And if you notice, this card I'm holding in my hand is orange. Okay. And it says when I gain it, I must attach it to the layer. That only matters if it's not my hero. I have this layer here that I attach these master cards to. So I have a layer. Mel has a Zord Bay, okay? Already some asymmetry there. But this orange card, it says attach Rita Repulsa when gained on here. So if I gain this card at some point in the game, it attaches to the bottom. And when I was saying attach before it, and I said you can't use an ability on a card unless it's attached, that is true of like all these cards, except for blocks that have a hand symbol on them. It's only a twist. But all these cards here, like its Morphin Time is a maneuver. It costs 5 to purchase. It earns you 8 energy if you play it. But when you play it, it just goes down in front of you, and eventually it gets discarded at the end of turn back to your discard pile. Okay? To be shuffled in through your deck later and eventually see again. But there's another decision point that you have on your turn. This is the second thing that's different from like a standard boring, not boring, like just vanilla deck builder, I would say. Not boring. like a straightforward vanilla deck builder, is you have the decision point of, do I play this card for its energy or maybe shards? Or do I play it and attach it, and I can attach it to only the gray side, because that's where maneuvers go. Equipment's gray though. Maybe that's blue.
I think that's blue because
mine's blue. Yours is gray. Sorry, yours is gray. Mine's blue. My bad. Because here's the gray card. So Mel can attach gray cards to the top of her card here. Okay. And when they're attached, and you attach a card, you ignore the resource gain on it. So you don't get energy, you don't get shards. It attaches, and now it's available to fire off the ability by spending energy from your dial. So if I were to spend 6 energy, I would then exhaust this card. It's a once per turn thing, and I can fire off ability of gain 1 non-adversary card from the grid. So for 6 energy, I could then gain, oh, those are adversary cards, they're heroes, they're adversaries to me, but I could gain another Mighty Morphin Time, and gaining it goes to my discard pile. Okay, so this attaching thing is another decision point of, do I just pay this to gain 8 energy on my dial and then discard at the end of the turn? Or do I attach it for a future turn to fire off? And then even beyond the attaching is, during your turn, one of the actions you can do is discard an attached card that's ready to get rid of it, to make room to attach a different card if you want. Or at the end of the turn, there's a phase after you're done all your abilities, you could discard any ready or discarded attached card, or exhausted attached card, to then have it open to play something else there later. So you're basically building like this. So I have 2 purple slots, so I want villains, right? If Mel's destroying all the villains and I'm not buying them, that means I have 2 card abilities that I'll never get to use, and 2 attachment spots on my hero that I'll never get to attach anything to. And the cool part is, when I'm scheming at the beginning of the game and Mel's on her teenager side, the only way to flip to your other side with a better ability and more about attacking and stuff is by attaching 4 cards. So once you've attached 4 cards for the first time, that is the point where you get to flip to your other side and you stay there for the rest of the game. So there's this fun little balance of, every time you have your turn starts, is like you're looking at your hand of cards. It's not just, you know, vanilla deck builder, lay it down, buy cards, you know, attack or whatever, you know, spend your 2 resources and move on. It's, do I play this card, attach it, you know, or play it for resources? And if I play for resources, does it give me the energy to use the attached card I just played this turn? Am I attaching it for now? Am I attaching it for later? Am I trying to flip my card or not? Like, what point am I at, you know? Like, what am I trying to do here? Am I trying to attack something in the market? If I do, I need the shards then, like, and then also the decision of what's attached. Do I want to get rid of it to then see it again and maybe play it for resources next time to help me defeat another card or buy another card, you know? So lots of little decision points here, which definitely earn it that 2.75 complexity. You know, you might think it's Power Rangers, it should be, you know, 1 point something complexity, maybe a 2. But it has like a lot more going on than meets the eye. No, wait, that's the wrong. That's not more than meets the eye. Sorry, that's the wrong IP. But anyways, so your character, when you pick your character, so we talked about how a character works. So I picked Rita. Okay, they recommend the starting guy. I forget what his name was.
Tommy.
Well, that's your Red Ranger they recommend.
For you. Oh,
I don't remember what my guy was that they recommended.
Or not Tommy. Jason was.
Jason?
Tommy is isn't Tommy
the Red Ranger. So when you start out, they tell you play the Red Ranger. Mel and I played the Red Ranger. We played the other villain, and we're just trying new villains today for the first time. So bear with us. But yes, when you pick your character card, you also, to make your character unique, not only does it have its own abilities on it, it has its own twist and play style. Kind of like any deck building game when you play with some unique starting thing or an engine builder or whatever. This gives you like different objectives you're kind of working towards in the game, different areas that it's improving and focusing on. So you have a signature item that costs 6. It doesn't go in the main deck, and there is a signature item for every hero. All the rest of them they're in a box except for the one you want to play with. So this one is sitting here to remind me that I can buy it at some point in the game if I want, and when I buy it, it even says it matches any color when gained. So this is a wild card. See the way it's like purple, red, and orange or whatever all over it? And it reminds you at the bottom that it can attach on any side. So if I'm having trouble finding blue cards, this might be the card I need to save up for to buy to be able to complete my 4 cards attached so I can flip, you know? But it is super powerful. If you notice, it's one of those ones that's tough to decide what to do with it. because it generates 4 shards, which is super high. It generates 4 energy, which is pretty high. And both those on the same card is pretty crazy. But it also has a cool ability that's attacking. Target foe discards 1 attached card. If negated, discard this card. So you can block, and block is negating. So there's ways to block in this game. So I have to spend 4 energy to attack, and I'm basically going to knock cards off of here. And if Mel ever runs out of cards attached to her character, and I go to hit her again, if she has a Zord in her Zord bay attached, it start hitting those. So you got to be careful. You don't want to leave yourself exposed, because then I could start attacking your Zords, which is kind of like, uh-oh.
Good to know, because I didn't read your abilities before.
Yeah. Yeah. So this character is focused on like dealing damage to you. So watch. She's got a theme of deal 1 damage to target foe for each empty slot on their character.
Oh, no.
So you're going to want to try to keep your slots full, or I'm going to smash you good. At least that's what I think. I don't know if she's any good, but I just want to try it out. It sounded interesting.
Sounds good. That's on her basic side?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, this is her scheming side. And it actually happens the first time you attach a card during. So I need to be attaching to punish you for not attaching.
Got it.
I think that's
okay, that's good. That's good. So it's not going to be every round necessarily.
Yeah. And she's watching. Watch out. Her telescope can see all the way to your side of your board.
Okay. And
then it says here, when all 4 slots are filled, flip the card. So lots of rules are on the cards to remind you of what things happen that are kind of seem a little weird. So that's a signature item. Okay, that's there, not in the market, and I can buy that, but only I can buy that. So I put that on my side of the table here. Then there's also this master card, which should be sitting with that scheming card. And this master card, all the master cards are used, I think -1 or something. There's a certain number you use. Even if you start adding expansions in, you should have a certain number of them or whatever. But you grab your own master card and you also set that aside to remind you that you can buy that when you get to 7. And it even says once you buy it, it doesn't go in your discard pile. It actually attaches right here to your bottom right away. So you don't have to wait for it to cycle through. You get it right away. And it's another ability to help your little engine or your what you're good at. So this one is an ongoing. At the start of the turn, gain 4 energy. So then I can start firing off that other ability if I get my signature item every time for free. I don't need to even worry about gaining more energy for that.
All right.
So that's going to fuel my little engine if I can get this card also. It costs 7, which is really hard. And these 2 cards should be sitting beside you, reminding you that these are something you can buy personally because they're your own cards only. So if you're playing a team game, your teammate would have their own signature cards. They can't buy yours, you can't buy theirs. But the rest of the villain's master cards in the game, oh, that's the guy, Rito Revolto. That's the other guy you're supposed to play when you're first starting the game.
Oh.
So these other villains, they have their own master cards. You actually play with them in the game. You don't play with the signature cards, but you do play with these master cards. And that's where the layer is for. So these cards are randomly shuffled, and there should be 1 face up that I can buy at some point, I believe, after I've bought my own. So because I can't buy any of these, I don't think, until after I buy my own, and I really should buy my own first because it has a very good synergy that these ones probably don't have. And these kind of have a taste of what all the other heroes do. So even though you're not playing with like a different hero, you might still get one of their abilities that could help you do what you need to do. So these, I just shuffle these, and what you're supposed to do. And instead of putting the top one face up to remind me that at some point in the game I'll be able to buy it, I just put my own on top of there to start. For 1 less pile on the damn table, because there's way too many piles, okay? So I just put that there to remind me. That's my own little thing. And then I put my signature item here to remind me. But I can buy both of those at some point during the game, and eventually I'll attach other masters to here. And this layer, as you attach other masters to here, it says when you attach a master to the layer, attack, deal 1 damage for each master you control. So you're incentivized, and it gets even better and better the more these 7-cost cards I eventually start piling here, and they have lots of cool abilities, super powerful abilities. But this is my counter to Mel building her Megazord or whatever, which we'll talk about in a sec. These, I'll just put these like this. Okay, and I think that's all for that part. Let's just continue on these piles here. So no deck builder is a deck builder really without a card that you do not want in your deck ever. So this is the junk card in the game where you can stun your opponent or add stun cards to your opponent's deck or whatever. And this, the only way to get rid of this is you have to heal 2+ HP on your turn to get rid of the stun. Okay, you can't buy it. It's just sitting here to be annoying. It has a cost, just to remind you. It's not like, you know, if you're doing an ability that needs a high cost card, this doesn't have anything higher than a 0, so it doesn't work that way. But yeah, the only way to get rid of it is to heal on your turn. Otherwise, it's a dead card that keeps cycling through your deck. Super annoying. There's a whole bunch of them. This card also going to be purchased by both of us. This is the standard deck building. Oh man, everything here is too expensive. I need a 2-cost card I wish I could buy to help me buy more expensive cards. So unlike your starter cards, which only have 1 shard, this has 2. So if you can buy this for 2, you can start getting better buying power in your deck. But this basic also helps you call, I think. Yeah, at the end of your turn, no, never mind. At the end of your turn, you may destroy this card. If you do, deal 1 damage or put 1 card from the grid pile, or the grid, into the main discard pile. So this is basically like a card to help you get out of a super expensive market or a grid that you can't buy through. This is your answer to that.
Or if there's a lot of villains in the deck or heroes, in your case, maybe you can't fight your way through them all. So
yeah, oh yeah, true. Yeah. If you get overwhelmed by heroes, this is a good way to just snipe them or villains or whatever. That's what I was using it for, was to knock out heroes. I remember that now. So it's a cool little card. Like, it does more than just sometimes those basic 2-cost cards in games do. Over here, Mel has the similar to my master pile. This is Mel's Zord pile. So normally she would set her Zord in her signature, ready there to remind her to buy. But actually, her Zord she automatically gets when she flips. But the other Zords are all here from the other Rangers. They are also shuffled. And Mel can gain them just like I gained my masters of the other villains and put them on my layer. She can gain them and attach them to her Zord bay. And on the Zord bay, there is 6 spots. You can see them all numbered around the outside here. 1, for some reason, 2's over here, and then like 3's down here. And I guess they put 6 on here because you got to attach the head, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're numbered on here. No. But you have to attach the head last. And if you attach the head, you create... Oh yeah, we got to attach your other one on here. I'm probably not put these all in the right spot, but...
Okay.
There's this little card over here sitting off to the side, and you're like, what is that card? It looks cool. So on the Zord bay, there is kind of like a printed card in there that says you can activate 1 Zord per turn. And Zords, like the cards we attach to our hero, we exhaust them to do the abilities and pay the energy cost. They ready up at the start of your next turn. But the Zords do not ready up. They must be readied up by this ability that costs 5 energy. So it's a little more expensive. The Zords are powerful, and if you can attach them on here and build it all up, you'll eventually be able to make, if you get 5 attached, you put this card in here, and now you've built the Megazord. So it says, once you have 5 attached, you now can activate 3 Zords per turn. It only costs 4 to ready them all up, and you get an attack on it. Okay, so you want to go for this, just like I want to build up my layer of masters, you want to do that. And if somehow you can magically get the dragon head from the Green Ranger on there, you know, it's one of those special episodes that happen once every few episodes. Okay. You can attach 6. If you attach 6, it requires Dragon Zord. So if you have expansions with different Zords, you need the Dragon Zord, I guess. And then you can activate 5 Zords per turn. It only costs 3 to ready them, and you still get an attack. Okay. So that's what Mel's trying to achieve. I don't know if you can get there that easy. I feel like it's only in a multiplayer game when 2 players are attaching and spending money.
I guess.
And
I mean,
our game,
or
you only got
different.
like 2 or something, right? I think, or maybe only 1. I don't remember.
To be honest, I only got 1, but I think I had a shortage of shards.
Yeah, you have to get to 7, but again, you also want to be defeating villains, and like it's a lot.
There's
and attaching cards that have expensive shards on them because they have awesome abilities.
Yeah. So I think I only got 1.
So yes. Also, full disclosure, please do not watch this to learn the strategy of how to be good at this game. Okay, we're just going to show you how the game works. Then if you're interested in it, you buy it on your own, and then you learn how to be good at it. Okay, we're going to just show you how it works and play through it. But yes, so,
I mean,
so delete your comment down below saying, you know, in my game, I'm able to build all the Zords. It's like, okay, we only played 1 time, okay?
And it is a random deck that we're drawing from.
Yeah. And then we're playing only the 1v1.
Yeah.
Which I swear, based on like how it plays, I feel like in the 2v2, that's where you're like getting all the Zords going. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, because I feel like in a 2v2 game, you're able to attach more cards to your character because you don't need so many, you don't need so much energy because both are combining to the same energy pool. Yeah. So I feel like there is, I don't know.
So we're taking the other Zords. Taking the other Zords, I'm shuffling them. They're in a face-down pile, so if you can get yours, you can then start buying other ones. You're allowed to buy 1 per turn. That's why the decks are face down, my Masters and your Zords, is because if this one was here and I bought it, I can't buy another one on the same turn. I have to literally wait till the next turn when the top card gets flipped. So there's like kind of like a, you know, a check on that to stop you from just getting crazy. Okay, yeah, this thing. All right. And then Mel's signature item here is the Power Axe. So she's looking to try to get 6 money at some point to buy this thing. If she does, it can attach to any color, or she can just keep playing it through her deck because it gives her 4 shards, 4 energy. As the attack, target foe reveals her hand, discards 1 card with cost 4+. I wonder if, well, you get to see my hand. I'm assuming I choose the card that gets discarded.
Yeah.
It sounds like, but now you know my whole life story, so that's great. What the hell, man? All right. And then Mel's Zach Taylor, the Black Ranger here. It reminds you when all 4 slots are filled. So this guy can only attach gray, yellows, which are heroes, and then at the bottom another gray.
Yeah, I didn't realize that when I was picking my characters, I was looking more at the abilities and what I thought seemed fun compared to what I played the first time. And now we sat down here and I'm like, oh, I can't even attach maneuvers.
I wonder
or equipment.
So that's a cool balance, and that makes every hero kind of different. And that's in the team game might be fun to have one ranger that is good at certain cards, so they can buy those from the market, another ranger that's better with other cards, so they buy those from the market. And then kind of specialize, which is neat. I didn't notice that.
It's cool. And if I get an equipment card, I'm just playing it for, or a maneuver card, I'm just getting it for the resources.
You can buy cards that you can't attach, other than I can't buy heroes and Mel can't buy villains, but she can buy a blue maneuver card, like she's saying, and just buy it to play it for the resources.
Which, I mean, 8 energy is good.
Yeah, that is good.
It's very good.
Damn. All right.
But we'll see.
And
I don't think we read the ability. Sorry.
Yeah, so the ability is, it tells her when all 4 slots are filled, attach your Zord to the Zord Bay and flip this card. Bob, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Bob.
Really disappointed. I was so looking forward to seeing Rob playing the pink Power Ranger with the appropriate cosplay, of course. Gutted.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bob.
You can just dream about that tonight when you're going to sleep, Bob. And picture me in that tight pink outfit. I mean, what? Weirdo. All right, I'm just kidding.
You brought it up.
This is awkward. Speaking of dudes that like to wear pink, hey, Dan Roberts. Bob, he is the Pink Ranger. He is the Pink Power Ranger during private streams. Only fans for gamers sort of thing. I assumed you were a subscriber. Dan, shh.
Dan, I thought that was a secret.
Dan, we don't like to cross the streams, okay? The secret, don't tell. All right. The first time you use an attached ability during each of your turns, attack. Target foe discards 1 card. Mel is trying to rip my hand apart.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought would be fun.
Stay tuned for me to flip the table when I can't get anything going because I have no cards in hand. Fan-frickin-tastic. What does it do on the other side? So eventually, cards get cheaper to activate. I think mine does that too. And 4, attack. Target foe discards 1 random card and takes damage equal to its cost. So you want to have cards attached to deal with me. I want to buy cheap cards to deal with you.
Good, and hopefully those cheap cards are garbage and you're just buying cheap cards.
Or the big cards I buy and attach and never get them in my hand. Like just get them attached on the board.
That's true. Maybe.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
I just thought it was a fun character to play. Look like it anyways.
Mel as Rito Revolt. So they're saying you cosplay as the skeleton dude. This guy. I don't know.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say here?
Yeah. What is that?
What is happening? Do I look like death?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
After we focus the cameras, all has been revealed.
Yeah. Maybe we should put those filters back on.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, we can just put this up here.
Yeah, I probably won't put the 6-1 on.
Yeah,
so I mean.
Yeah.
No worries on that, likely.
Yeah, we can put like your deck up here, discard pile right below it. I think will fit.
Sure.
I think that's everything you see on your screen explained. Now let's just shuffle our deck and get started.
Oh, yeah.
So, let me see. There's a reference on the back of the rule book.
Oh yeah, I have it.
This one for terms. So yeah, the grid has 6 cards. At the start phase, we ready up any cards that have, you fill the grid, and then you would, any of these piles that have, no face-up card showing, you'd flip a card face up. So if you can only buy 1 Blade Blaster per turn, that's another one of the limited purchases. So you can't just buy out that whole deck in 1 turn. So yeah, then we draw 5 cards. And our starting deck is 10 cards. I'll try to show the cards as we play them here. So we got the starter card that just gives you a shard. Okay, we saw that. We have one disposable here. The next time you battle, and battling is fighting the cards in the market that we talked about before with shards, you may destroy up to 2 cards you control. So there is a trashing mechanic in your starter cards. Already a great thing in my opinion. And then I have a starter card here to gain energy. And then I'll show you these cards and I'll just shuffle them.
So it won't matter because it'll be your next
you have a whole bunch of, but there is this one other card. And Mel has the exact same cards, just titled different with different art. But you do have a healing starter. If you're ever below 20 of your 30 health, you get to heal 2 instead. So that would help you get rid of the stuns if you were doing that on your turn. So yeah. Okay.
And Rob gets to start because he's the villain.
Yeah, villains always goes first. So that's the other reason I want to play the villain.
So he has advantage if he wins. Okay, everyone, remember that.
Brugera? I'm going to change my name only for you so that you can pronounce it. No, just tell me how to pronounce it.
Can you put it phonetically if you can?
Or just tell me a nickname I can call you.
Brew.
Brew. I could just say Brew. Is Brew okay? Or is it, or bruh?
Matthew says, I recommend something with 3 letters like Dan or Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are usually easier for us.
Simple-minded guy here. I just said 3 letters. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, don't change your name for me.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Bruh. What you talking about, bruh?
Bruh?
No, I'm just kidding. Bruges.
Bruges. Okay. Is that right? We can do that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna Google it.
So I'm gonna play this card
when I get home. I mean, when we're done.
And I'm gonna gain 3 energy. So I have 3 energy, 30 health. I'm gonna obviously play these. These cards have no abilities, so I can't attach them or anything. They're obviously just like white cards, so they're not attachable that I know of. Maybe on another hero or something. So I gain 3 shards, and then my last card here. The next time you battle, I mean, I could battle, but this one, I could battle this ranger to get it out of there. It will heal too, but I haven't lost any health yet, so maybe that's bad. But maybe I want to get rid of that so Mel can't have a yellow card to attach as quickly. Or I just try to buy like a villain. Or what's this equipment do? Which both of us can buy this. We're wrist communicator. So it's a smartwatch, I guess. 1 shard, 2 energy. Or I can attach this as a gray card, which you can attach. I can't. So I would literally be buying this just to keep playing it for these resources. I don't think I want that. It says shuffle 1 hero or villain from the main deck discard pile into the top 4 cards in the main deck. So it kind of like gets them out of your hair. It's a way to like delay. That's
no, that they're from the discard pile. So if cards go in the discard pile, they can come back.
Oh.
I only know because I played that card last time.
But I can't attach it to even do that. So like I lose access to that. But I think my last hero I could do that kind of stuff. Or my last villain I played. Interesting. All right. So anyways, I guess I'll just buy this villain. Not my favorite, but it's what I'm going to do. Or I could battle, and it does let me destroy some starter cards. Then I might hurt my buying power and
when you
never be able to buy any other card. So I mean, it's too early to destroy. So I'll just buy this villain. It just goes to your discard pile as normal, nothing crazy. And then I think I'm done. Pretty simple. I'll draw.
You'll take damage.
Oh yes, I take 2 damage because there are 2 heroes there. So I go down to 28. Already I'm losing. All right, I'll just slide these down. And we'll replace. For your turn, you fill the grid, you ready up cards. So this is on Mel's turn. She's seeing that this is being added, the power morpher. Equipment. Again, I can't use it. Mel can though.
A lot of energy on this one too.
7 energy. Attach a card in your discard pile to a matching empty slot on your character.
Oh, that's so good.
That's like an anti-Rita card.
Yeah, that's very good.
Go ahead.
Okay, what do I have here? Oh, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 shards. And the next time I battle, I also, I think I need to. I think I just need to spend my 4 to buy the Pink Ranger. I mean, it's a very good card.
Yep. Best costume I own.
And I'm not going to get rid of, even though this does have 2 shards on, I don't think I want to get rid of any of my starter cards yet. I think I want to wait on that. Okay, and then there is no villain, so I don't take any damage.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have bought that villain. Speaking of villains, Babu! And the top card of the main deck. But that's just like random junk it could be.
Could be, but it could be.
Yeah, but at least I could attach a villain. I don't know, that's kind of junky. So I have 4 shards, and then I have a heal, which I already need to use. 4 shards, eh? Could just hate by that to prevent you from getting another card with big energy. And 1 non-adversary card from the grid. And that's a blue. I can use blue, right? I can't buy that card. I want that card. Tough, man. I think yeah, this is tough. I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess I'll just buy this villain. I don't know. I don't feel good about any of this. All right, shuffle.
And 1 damage.
First time you attach a card, yeah, 1 damage. And a 28. And then I'll replace a card for you. It is Industrial District. Oh, our first location. I forgot about location. No, you mentioned locations. We just didn't have an example.
Yeah, we didn't have an example.
Good thing 1 showed up. So this even reminds you when game these get put in play. These are the standard sitting in play cards that just, don't get shuffled back into your deck unless they get destroyed somehow. But this has an ongoing ability when you play an equipment. Destroy a card in your hand or discard pile, or getting 3 energy. So it can help you thin your deck. Lots of cool cards.
Okay. And my power coin will give me 3 energy. Oops. Go to 3. And then we have 3 shards and 1 heal, but I'm full health, so heal doesn't do anything. But 3 shards. I'm debating buying the Yellow Ranger. I don't really think I need the Risk Communicator right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Yellow Ranger, so I have 2 heroes in my deck. And that's all for me. There's no villain, so I take no damage. And I will shuffle my deck.
Oh no, the Black Ranger showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Hero. 3, attack, target, foe, discard. Oh man, this does what you wanted your engine.
Yeah, it's my ranger.
This is going to be, I have to defeat this guy.
I hope you don't have enough.
I have to defeat this guy. Oh man. Like Lannister from the original Game of Thrones card game we first played. That was all about attacking the hand.
Which is my favorite.
Yeah, so dirty. Oh no. Deja vu, or PTSD from those tournaments, ripping our hands apart. Okay.
Michael says the sheer tension. Yeah. Can you feel it through the screen?
Putty Clay. I'm going to gain 3 energy. Go to 6. And then I guess I'll just play these all for the shards instead of attaching anything. I also gain 6 more energy. Go into 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shards. I think I have to fight that ranger. Oh, but I don't have the card that gives me the bonus to battle. Or maybe I should just purchase a 5-cost card. No, I will battle. So I'm going to spend 4 on... Well, maybe I didn't need to play all of them. Yeah, if I don't need, hold on. I'm gonna attach this one actually, and get rid of the 3 energy I added there. Yeah, because I don't need all 5, so I should just, I'm going to attach one to get that started. The first time you attach a card during each returns, deal 1 damage to target foe for each empty slot on their character.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to remember that's my thing. I got to, like, be smart. If I'm not going to spend the shards, I don't need that much energy right now. So I'll use the 4 to defeat this guy. So he'll go to the main discard, and it has the ability right on it that when I defeat it, target foe, which is you. Obviously, if you're playing with like 4 players, you can be targeting like any of the opponent's team, right? A different player. So you need to discard a card. Your choice what it is.
I'll discard a recovery, which would just let me heal.
Okay. Then, so now that I have this card attached, I can spend the 2 energy to look at the top card of the main deck. You may put it on the bottom of the main deck or leave it.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so it's like, it's fun. I don't feel like it's really going to do much, but it might work if I can get these 2 going together. But I'm sure that's super expensive energy cost to be doing that every turn, but it's kind of funny.
It's even still a dig card if you look at it and it's not something you can afford or want.
Or if it's a yellow stupid hero card, another Ranger of the Rainbow, I can get rid of it.
Do you feel bad you have to say it right?
Brew, thank you for becoming a member. Producer, hitting the member button. Join.
Thank you for joining. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the support. I just want to like butcher the name for fun, but then it'll be like, boom, an alert. As unbecome a producer. How dare you butcher my name?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dragon's here. Hey, all, a bit late. Have they summoned Captain Planet yet? All right, Dragon. Listen, you're watching the wrong cartoon again. Oh, Captain Planet. That was a fun, short-lived little show, but I did watch that for a time. Yeah, it's funny. No one's interested in saving the planet, so you put that in a cartoon to help kids. Like, no one's gonna care. They would rather watch these guys punch the crap out of big giant monsters
and destroy the parks.
And destroy the parks. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm part of the family. Oh, no.
You are.
Did I tell you how I don't really like family? Did I tell you? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for the support.
Thank you so much.
All right. So I'm going to spend 2 energy. So I'm down to 7 energy on my dial. So fire off this ability. Look at the top card of the main deck.
Oh, yeah. I guess you can.
I may put it on the bottom of the main deck or leave it. I'm going to leave it.
Oh, it's a purple card.
Maybe. Then I spent all my shards. I gained my energy. I did this. I think I'm done. So I discard these.
No damage taken this time. I bought all the
no heroes. No heroes annoying me. So I draw 5 cards. Now it's Mel's turn. She'll flip all the cards face up that are out of the decks that don't have it. Oh, there's the top card. Look at everybody. It's a putty patroller. Ooh. All right. All right. 1 shard. 1 energy. This guy has a ability if I attach it, which is spend 4 heal. Oh, it's a healing one. There's a whole bunch of putties in here, by the way, that I've seen. They all are different. But heal 2, if you now have 25 or higher HP, deal 2 damage. And if you destroy this guy, you can heal 2.
Yep.
He's cheap, easy to destroy. Just like the putties in the show. Easy to destroy. They're just the appetizers of the show. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, I am thinking now that this is the situation, I have the Yellow Ranger. Now here's I guess the dilemma of, do I play this card just for the resources of 2 shards and 4 energy, or do I attach it? I mean, after Rob's crazy situation he has here, already did 4 damage to me because I had nothing attached. So I'm tempted to attach Yellow Ranger to my character here. I'm thinking on that. I think I'll do that. And then I have 3. Now, I think my smart play would be to spend 2 of them to get rid of the Putty Patroller, which would also heal me 2.
I don't need to worry about healing.
Because the other...
You're fine. Just a little blood.
Like, I mean, I don't think I need that. I mean, I probably should buy something like that eventually. And then the Blade Blaster doesn't really do much for me right now. So I think I will just spend...
But did you see what's happening here? Like, we played tons of deck building games, and I love the way you're like, I could do this, or this, or this, or this. Like, that's what I love. I love how on a turn it's not clear.
Right.
That it's like, just buy the most expensive card from the row and put it in your deck and you'll win. Like, it's not that at all. I love it. I love that aspect of it, all the decision points.
Yeah, because if I leave this
Like
card
lines
here,
of play. Lots of lines of play, I feel.
Yeah, I leave this card here, it's fine. It's gonna deal 1 damage to me. Okay, no problem. But then Rob can purchase it. Now he's got like
It doesn't even do anything.
No, but you got like cycling of attaching cards and then dealing damage to
I don't know what
me.
you're talking about.
It's an issue.
I'm just looking at the
I
stars.
need to do this as well, but I'll do that.
The first time you use an attached ability
I have to use the ability.
during each of your turns, attack,
Oh,
target
it's
focus
the
cards one
ability.
card. So you need to do the heal ability on your
I don't even
Yellow
have enough
Ranger.
energy.
You don't have the energy
I don't
for
have
it?
the energy for it.
I just don't have the energy.
I do not. Okay, I am going to go with my gut. I'm going to spend the 2 to battle the Putty Patrol, which will heal me for 2.
All right.
I'm at
Do you
28.
have that battle starter card?
I do not. And I'm not going to trigger my ability, but that's just going to sit there for less damage to me in the future.
I tried Dragon. Doesn't work on Mel, though. You like the way I try it, though, right? Like, you don't want this card.
I know,
It's
it doesn't
garbage.
work because I'm not really listening to what he's saying.
But I am joking around, though. You guys can hear it in my voice, you know.
I'm just not listening. That's me done. I take no damage because there's no villains, and then I draw my 5 cards.
In all competitive games, I must use the, try to, like, smoke and mirrors, illusions, try to trick my opponent into thinking something's better than it is. It's part of winning.
Yep.
You don't want to marry me. This is not the husband you're looking for. All right. Oh no, the Green Ranger showed up. We have a heavy attack. It's a maneuver. The maneuver is blue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could buy this, which is weird, showing what on the thing, but sometimes it's weird that I'm buying cards with like Power Ranger art, buying them on the villain side, but so 3 shards, 2 energy, 5 cost, attack. Deal damage equal to the highest cost card in the grid. If negated, discard this card. Oh, that's
wow.
cool. Heavy attack.
That's
makes
cool.
sense. The name checks out on the card. All right. So everything's ready. Start of my turn. I have 3 shards. I'm going to heal 1. 29. And the next time you battle this turn, destroy up to 2 cards you control. There's nothing to battle, so that's not doing anything. So with 3 shards, it's look a lot of expensive cards here, so I can't really do anything with it. So I think I'll just buy one of these blasters, I think. I don't see any other reason to buy anything else. So let's buy one of these blade blasters. And throw that there. Draw. Oh, I only have 2 cards. Oh yeah, sorry, I have this too. Why is that not ready? That should be ready at the start of my turn. Sorry. One sec. Okay, the top card in the main deck. I think. Yeah, I'll do it. Go down to 5 energy.
You want me to look away?
No, I just wanted to show one thing for teaching purposes here before I put it back. So I kind of like, I shouldn't be showing this off, but I just want to show one thing in the game that I didn't know if we'd see. There's not that many cards that do this in the game, but this is a block. So it can negate an attack, and you see all the attacks have the, if negated, do something. So blocking is how you negate. Blocking usually costs energy, and most abilities you have to attach to your character card or whatever to use the ability, right? But this is that hand symbol I was talking about that reminds you can do this from hand. So that's a cool aspect of the game. You could be secretly holding a block card, and when someone attacks you, you can be like, oh, I'll spend 6 energy, slap this down from my hand and go, no, you don't. And then a lot of the attack cards will then do something else, like get discarded or, draw a card or something. So I'm just going to put this on the bottom, but I just want to show that for funsies. I mean, I can get that card. That card would probably be really good to be holding in my hand secretly. You would see that I buy it, and you would see it go to my discard, but you would never know when I have it in my hand on your turn to block you. So it can be played on the opponent's turn, obviously. So yeah.
Just while you're shuffling that, Bruce says, my wife is slowly getting into board games with me. We are playing Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion together and Tainted Grail. That's awesome. Both those games are really fun.
Those are heavier.
But then has another comment that says,
so that's good.
Any tips for my wife on board games? Now I have to ask a follow-up question to that. Do you mean like strategic tips? Do you mean like getting
more details,
getting them to play more with you?
Yeah.
What do you mean exactly? And then I can answer your question. Okay. So we didn't flip a card, so I'm looking at the same thing as you were. Okay, so I have 4 shards. And I have if I battle, but we're not battling because there's nothing to battle. So I do have 4. I think I'm going.
Oh, you flip this on your face up, so there's another blaster for you.
Forgot. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the Power Morpher for 4 for an equipment card that can later attach. And there is no villain, so I take no damage. 1, 2. Okay.
So Brew, I can answer, like, in general, I can help here. I've brought many players into the hobby off camera. Obviously, I've drawn players in the hobby on camera. But what I find to get players to come and actually sit down at the table with you or to play games with you, obviously you have to be somebody they want to be around. That's first. No, honestly, I've pissed off players playing games. I get too competitive sometimes. I get rude. I get frustrated. I have short temper if they're not listening when I'm trying to teach a game and stuff. So you have to have patience and you have to make them want to sit down and actually interact with you. And sometimes they may want to interact with you in a competitive nature or a cooperative nature. Maybe not both, maybe not either, maybe both are fine. That's the first step, okay? So I've had non-gamers come over, and to pull a non-gamer to the table into the hobby, and I say this all the time, find an IP, an intellectual property, or a theme, or a world, a universe, whatever that they like. So your wife, if you notice she's reading books or comics or video games or watching movies or shows, find out what she loves. So if my wife, at the time how I roped her in, she loved zombies and The Walking Dead. I watched her love The Walking Dead. She played The Walking Dead. So I went, okay, I want to play some different games. She liked Game of Thrones. So that's how I pulled her into the Game of Thrones universe. She liked that show. So I pulled her into the board game, I pulled her into the card game. Then I went, okay, I want to play different games with her. And I want her to keep playing. So I need to find some themes that she can tie to and she can be interested in. And I watched her love The Walking Dead. I thought it was okay, not really that great, but she loved it. So then I bought Zombicide and Dead of Winter. And she loved those games because she's living in those worlds that she loves reading the books. You were reading the comics of Dead of Winter.
Yeah,
Mel was reading the books, the show.
Yeah.
Loved it all. So I used that, roped her in. And because people loved Game of Thrones and at the time we were getting into the hobby, loved The Walking Dead, for example, and other shows, I would find out people at work, what are they talking about around the water cooler? What shows, what movies are people liking? And then I would find games that had the very best games at the time that were quality games that weren't too complex, were fun, were similar to other games they've played. So if someone liked playing some old games from the 80s that rolled a lot of dice, okay, Zombicide might be the answer. If they like Walking Dead, that might be the answer. If they like something a little lighter, you gotta look at the complexity ratings on BGG. If you're playing cooperative games with couples, there's lots of lists out there. There's lots of geek lists on BGG and stuff. So when I meet someone at work that's like, I've never played games, Rob, I know you have a YouTube channel, like what should I play to play with my wife? How I explain it is find out what your wife likes and then maybe start with something cooperative if you guys like working together to solve a puzzle or a problem. So if you're constantly working together to like combat finances or deal with issues in the family and stuff, you come together and work together on that. Or if you're constantly fighting and you need something to like break that tension and go at each other to determine a winner, maybe competitive on a serious note might be for you. Maybe your significant other likes confrontation, right? Maybe they're competitive. Maybe they play sports. Maybe they like watching sports. Then I would stick to like competitive games probably, right? Mm-hmm. But then again, there is teamwork and stuff in sports too. So maybe they like the team aspect of it. But you just have to find not necessarily what mechanics, but just what genres, what themes that pull them in to start. And then start finding the games in those genres to pull them in and make them want to be in those game sessions. Not just the games you want to play. So you have to be patient and you have to be a little selfless, if that makes sense. So I have to play a bunch of crappy games, in my opinion, that I don't have as much fun playing just because I love playing tabletop games with new gamers, my family, my friends. So I play games with them that they appreciate the themes more and they like the mechanics more and maybe not. Like, I love heavy games. I love cooking my brain. I love competitive games, but not every of the hundreds of gamers I played board games with likes those kind of games. So I have to break out. I have to own games like Ticket to Ride that I find pretty lame, and you know, Catan and stuff. These kind of games that like are more mass appeal because they relate and they're more simple and they're similar to older games or IPs. So I recommend, if you want your wife to sit at the table, make sure she wants to be there with you in the first place. So if it, honestly, like I've learned this over time, like you might need to stop being such an ass, you know, maybe that's like I have to work on, right? To have people want to play with you. So once you like make sure that's a thing, and maybe they like to spend time with you. Maybe you spend too much time doing other stuff. So maybe you need to miss them to make the heart grow fonder, you know? Go find a different hobby. But yeah, you have to make them want to play with you. And then find themes and stuff they like, find mechanics they like, you know? And so if you find your wife is like, kind of like, oh, Tainted Grail, I like the story, but I don't like the combat, and I kind of find this thing boring and it takes too long. Okay, find a shorter game with less complicated combat, but has cool story to it and maybe a fantasy theme because she likes that, you know? And there are games out there like that, you know what I mean? Like, just find out what they're looking for and try to tie it to what they like. So if you notice your wife's reading lots of like fantasy novels, you know, stick to the fantasy genre. If you find she's reading Walking Dead novels, maybe look up some zombie games and find some good ones, you know? Lots of resources on BGG or Reddit or Facebook. Just ask in the board game groups, like, my wife likes this theme, this movies, these shows. Is there a good game that's like not longer than 2 hours that's like, you know, whatever? And you'll get people answering you, or you can sit there on BGG searching. But that's my recommendation in general, to get other people to play games with you at the table and pull them into the hobby, and to make them actually call you or message you or email you and say, when are we playing again? Okay. It's not necessarily the game. Like you might play a game with them, and the game they're like, oh, they're not really coming back to play. It's like, it might be the wrong game you're playing with them. It might be you. That's it. I don't know. That's it. Or learn how to like teach games better too, depending on the audience. That's the other thing. Sometimes you can make players not want to play a game because you're not like adapting to their learning style. And if you make it too hard for them to learn a game, your wife might not want to learn new games with you because you just sit there with the rule book open and try to read it to them and think they're going to want to learn that way. Maybe it's best to like, you know, learn it a lot yourself and then play through it with them, or like watch a video with them, or read the book together separately and stuff. So they might not want to play with you because of your teaching style and how to get them into gaming. It's just like too much of a hurdle. So that could be another thing, right? There is many things of it. I think about it all the time because my ultimate goal is to get more people in this hobby.
Right.
That's what the whole reason I sit down and do this content. And that's a very passionate thing I've been with. Ever since I found this hobby, I've been trying to like tell the world, like, guys, board games don't suck anymore. They're like better now. Like, modern board gaming is not the crappy games from the 70s and 80s, you know. They like actually care and make good games now. Like, you know. So I've been trying to like spread that. So I understand how to pull in like young kids who don't know anything, non-gamers, old gamers, like, you know, old people that like, you know, might not, you know, think to play these kind of games. Yeah, you just have to find that stuff. So hopefully that helps. At least that's what I've learned doing this for 10 years. So hopefully that helps. And have the communication. Like, ask her, what do you like about playing with me? What do you like about this game?
Well, sometimes you can just watch and see.
Yeah.
If you're paying attention, you'll see what kind of mechanic she's into. If she rolls dice and every time goes, makes a noise or rolls her eyes, maybe don't look at games with dice. You know what I mean?
Yep. There also might be a certain complexity level that will drive them out of the hobby. I've had that happen before, where I've brought non-gamers over. We play like party style games. They play something a little more complicated. Then the next time they show up, I play something a little more complicated. Then I see their brain starting to hurt. They're getting frustrated. They can't understand the whole strategy and rules. It's just too much. Like, they don't have that like analytical mind. And then they don't want to come over and play anymore. And they never touch any game again. Like, I've had that happen, honestly, because they got scared away by like the complexity of some higher complexity games. Sometimes you just need to keep it simple. That person maybe only ever wants to play a game that takes 5 minutes to learn, 20 minutes to play, and no cleanup time, you know? So like, keep all that in mind too. So you might be just stuck. If you love playing giant Tainted Grail 4-hour sessions, that might be just something your wife might not want to do really with you, and you might scare her away from the hobby. So like, there's just things like that to think of, right? So yeah, hopefully that makes sense.
If you need more on just getting a woman or a female or what you're saying your wife. So
Yeah,
your
true.
wife
There's
to
that,
play
yeah.
with you. I can give tips on that as well if you need, but I don't know if that was enough for you.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. One thing I would also watch is if she starts to get frustrated or starts to get like looking bored of it, kind of say like, okay, let's put it away for now and play later.
Yeah, leave it on the table. Come back later.
Because you don't want them to be like bored and be like, oh, I don't want to play because this is going to be all night long, you know? The other thing I would suggest is maybe, this sounds so silly, but like planning it or scheduling it, like on Thursday night, let's play do you want to play this game? Because sometimes women need to think of like plan their day, and instead of just being like sprung on like, oh, do you want to play a game right now? And then it's like, not really.
Yeah,
like I have these 6 things I had planned to do, right? The other thing is, and I know that Rob would do this back in the day, it doesn't really happen now because of what we do, but if I ever said, do you want to play a game? He will always say yes. He would never say no. Because if you want someone to get into that hobby, you always are just like, yep, no problem. Okay, let's do that. You're ready to play a game now? Sure.
Which is like being the selfless.
Which is the opposite of...
It's being like the selfless patience and sacrificing, you know, you got to give a little, or give a little to take a little, you know what I mean? So like I have to be okay that I might love Frosthaven level games, but I have a very small amount of people that I've ever played games with that will dedicate that time and play a whole campaign game with me. So I got to understand that I'm lucky to be able to play Frosthaven 2-player through a whole campaign probably. But I unfortunately probably can never find someone who will play it once a week all the way through a 3rd person or a 4th person. I would love to play Frosthaven 4 players through the whole thing, but it's just not realistic, and I have to be okay with that. And I just have to be happy with like how we're playing, you know? Like just kind of think that way when you're playing. Like, so if your wife wants to play like you know, something that's what's a good couples game, like Seven Wonders Duel, or
like a lighter game, you mean?
Yeah, there's another one that like I recommended to a few people, and their wives and husbands, whatever, loved it. I forget what it was. It's like a 2-player game with like gems you're trading and stuff. I forget what it's called. But anyways, just like or Onitama. There's lots of like kind of like lighter games, but good on strategy that are like easy to teach, easy to clean up, simple, short. Lots of those kind of games. Maybe stick to some of those, even though they're not your favorite. That's not what you're looking forward to on game night, is to play something you would consider a filler game. But maybe that's the only gaming time you'll get with your significant other. So just take it and shut up. All right. That's what I learned. I use those games to lure people into the hobby and try to work them up to more complex games that I love to play and more epic games. But I have to realize that some people will fall off before that. And that's just what I've learned.
Yeah, we've lost people because of that. Yeah, definitely.
And I have to be okay with that. I just have to be okay, as these are the kind of games I want to play. These are the kind of games my audience likes to watch. So this is like, I'll just play with less people. That's just how it is.
Yeah, my last tip I'll give to you is if you plan like a game night where you're going to, you know, get together, or you're going to play games after dinner or during the afternoon or whatever, like do something special, like go get like a bottle of wine or something, and, you know, make it a thing.
It's not Splendor, Edward. It's a 2-player game. I think it starts with a T. It's just one of those kind of 2-player small games. There's a whole bunch of them.
With jewels?
Hold on. No, it's not a Splendor. No, not Tarji. Hold on. I'll find it. Maybe it doesn't have a T. Jaipur. No, it's a J.
Oh, okay.
Jaipur. I don't know why I was thinking a T. Maybe I was thinking like Twilight Struggle or something, but no, Jaipur. Jaipur is the game that, like, when I meet somebody, when I used to work in the office, guys in IT, project management and stuff, these guys are fairly educated, smart, and they explain, like, my wife doesn't play games, and I teach them games on lunch hour. I play some games with them. They say, what game do I go and play with my wife that's 2-player? And always Jaipur is a lot of people's like favorite couples game, like a 2-player game to play with their spouse. And based on me hearing that and someone recommending that to me, I never bought that game. I've never played it. But I've recommended that to people to look at that game and see if it might be for you. It's cheap. They buy it, they play it, and they're like, what's next? My wife loves it, or my husband loves it. And it's just like, I've never even played the game, but it's just like, I just knew that was something maybe to start them with. And I knew it was quality, right? But yeah, it's a silent T. Yeah. Is it Jaipur? I'm not even probably saying it right.
Joking.
Jaipur? Japer.
Anyways, there was some funny messages and funny chat. Yeah. There was also some serious stuff in there about like other games and other ways.
I was trying to read some of it, but then I see Dan Roberts and I just start looking away because like I don't want to even read that stuff.
Some of them are funny.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so
I'll scroll up.
No, I mean you don't have to read them, but I just thought some things were funny that people were saying, but I hope that helps.
Welcome to the family, Bruges, but you'll have to now listen to Rob answer questions with 5,000 words when 10 will do. There is no way to explain all that I've learned in 10 years in 10 words.
It's funny because he asked me, but it's okay. It's okay. I think you're better at answering that anyways. I think it was just more of the woman point of view, but you answered it in the right way.
But I've got women who thought board gaming was stupid and nerdy and dumb, that, you know, I drink and I party and that's cool, but playing board games at someone's house is lame.
Yeah.
I have turned those people into gamers by getting the right games to put in front of them. So when you're like asking a wife will play with you, it applies to any human that will play with you.
It does.
It's not just someone you're married with. It doesn't matter their sex or identity or any of that. It's like a human. To get a human to play games with you, just honestly, there might be more issue than the game you're choosing is what it's like comes down to. So all of those things apply. So there you go. So hopefully that helps. But Mel also has to deal with me, which is unique too. So Bruges, you're probably awesome and you're cool and you're easygoing and you're fun to play with. I'm not always. I take this way too serious sometimes, okay? And I know it rubs people the wrong way. So Mel has to deal with that. So Mel is maybe on the very patient end and maybe your wife is not.
Oh, I definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Am.
So just yeah.
Oh, Bruce is like you. Okay, is your wife patient then? Or is your wife like you as well?
Also, some people aren't gamers. Like some people just aren't gamers. That's not what they enjoy doing. Some people do not like interacting and solving puzzles and that kind of stuff. They don't have analytical brains. They didn't like Lego. They don't like math. They don't like sciences and stuff. That's sometimes what gaming involves is the puzzle solving stuff. But sometimes there's just maybe they like more luck-based stuff, you know, more fun ups and downs and craziness, right? They like chaos, you know, like you got to find what they like and what they enjoy, because it might not be the same as you, right? Because people get educated differently, right? And like different things and live in different places and, you know, they just have different backgrounds and I don't know.
Oh, Bruce says, my wife is like Mel, except she doesn't like The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones. LOL, she likes more girly stuff. Okay, that's fine.
And that's the thing, our industry is heavily male dominated, right? Like, and so like gamers in general are assumed to be more men. Obviously it took many decades for now video games are like half female and half male video game players. So the market's like pretty split. So now marketing and publishers and stuff have to target both like, you know, the girly and the manly man side of things, right? You know, or that kind of, you know, stereotype or whatever is the thing. But again, remember, more boys were raised like kind of like in the competition, in North America. I mean, it's not like that everywhere, right? But like sports and stuff like that. Yes, there's female sports, but like in the US, it's like not really taken seriously as it should be, for example. So boys get raised, at least in my lifetime, with like the whole competitive gaming, fighting, competition. And women are like not really, that's not the focus. I know all that those barriers are being broken down and stuff, but I feel like board gaming is a little behind on that. It's like still, I go to Gen Con, I go to card game tournaments and stuff. It's all males, like it's mainly males. It's just, I see it at least in North America, you know? So hopefully that.
Yeah, I've been to many tournaments or card games where I'm the only female there.
Yeah. So that means like that's who's designing these games, that's who's marketing these games and stuff like that. So it'll eventually get there where the more girly games, but there are those games out there. There are games designed by women and like, you know, that are more of that. I know it's like, you know, I'm trying not to be like saying this, everything falls into buckets and stereotypes and stuff, but like Wingspan, I have not known a woman who has not loved Wingspan that I've taught that game to and played that game with. It's designed by a woman. It is a very beautiful game. It's very zen.
Pretty. So I don't even like birds.
Yeah, you're playing Tainted Grail and you're playing Gloomhaven, which are like dark fantasy, right? Grab something like Wingspan or Everdell that's like more cute and, you know, approachable and more, you know, fun. Or I see Root mentioned in there. Root looks like a cute game, but it's actually a killer, like competitive
Yeah,
board
that
game,
depends on if
don't do that
yeah.
one.
But if she's like me, she may not care. Like, I don't care if I lose. I don't get bummed about it. It doesn't bother me. I just play to have fun. Now, one good thing is once you get her into playing a few more of these games, then she becomes more open-minded when you bring another game home or when you show another game. And now I will play almost any game at least once to see if I like it. And some games I'll even play if I don't really love them. So.
But yeah, every person's different is what I'm trying to get at here. It's like, you're asking Mel, I'm giving my 2 cents, even though some in the chat are a little archaic in their thinking. Because I'm a man, I don't understand how to get a gamer to the table or because they're female or something. Anyways, but what was I going to say? Basically, every person's different, right? Like you're saying, Mel likes certain things, your wife likes certain things, everyone likes certain things. So it may take you quick, it might take you long to find out what will be the thing that like gets your wife hooked, and want to play more. But maybe it's playing too much. Maybe she just needs to play less, and she just needs that like cool down and relax and play them a little less. That could be the other thing. Like maybe stop making her play Tainted Grail 3 times a week. Like.
I mean, it's good though that she's even interested in playing any of those games with you, because I've seen people post in the chat even today that you're lucky, or like Rob is lucky, because a lot of partners, let's just say partners in general, spouses, they don't want to play games with people in general, especially games like those type of games. Yeah, just imagine you were like the same way you go to like a 2 or 3 hour long movie that you're not interested in. Some people find that torture and they walk out, or they don't want to go with that person to see movies ever again. That's the same thing that the player at the table might be feeling with you, because you're making them play a game that they're not into, and the rules suck and you suck and all this. And so maybe start with something shorter, or find shorter games and try some cheaper games, some very high rated games. There's some great games out there that are lighter, shorter, and maybe will appeal more. But yeah. But I think you're on the right track though. If she's playing those games with you and not complaining about it, then you're on the right track. Yeah, the fact that you're playing Gloomhaven and like Tainted Grail and working together, that's like a bonding thing, man. You're like fighting those evil games, man. Those games are evil. They want to destroy you. And the fact that it'll make you two come together to like fight them, like make sure you're like, really, really letting her know that you appreciate that she's spending that time doing that with you. Because she might not really be wanting to do it as much as you think. So make sure you like... some people are people pleasers, right? And they'll just do it because their partner wants them to. Some people are people pleasers over here. Other people are like, I don't want to do that. I don't even care. But yes, so she might be people pleasing. Just make sure you reward her, or give her some time, or do something else for her to like, pay it back. But just have the open conversation. It's all about communication. Like just, you'll get there. Just be open and honest, like you have to be, and let her be open and honest about, what she's looking for in gaming. Cthulhu Death May Die. I mean, that's a good game, Yogi. I like that game. That was an awesome game. I like that game. Yeah. I don't know if you were joking, but... I like that game, but Mel loves that game. I love it. That's why you saw me stream it so much, because Mel loved it. Yeah, I almost bought the second season or whatever it was called, but we didn't. Yeah. So anyways, hopefully that helps to see you guys. Or if you don't agree with it, like, I mean, you take what you want out of what we said. It's just information that I've learned. It's here's some data for you. It's maybe not the right data for you, but it's some data for you. It's what I've learned from my experiments. Oh, but let's listen, because Edward says, just do not play Fog of Love unless you want to end a relationship. Okay, we haven't played that, so we'll take that. So do not play Fog of Love with your significant other unless you are trying to end your relationship. I always see Fog of Love. They always have a nice, cool booth at like Gen Con and stuff. And it's always very interesting. I don't know anything about that game. I always am like, I don't think that's a game for me, just based on the look of that booth. But so it's a game that's like causes trouble in love. Is it? I guess the fog of love. I guess it's like, I don't know. Something I always want to look into, but I always forget about it. Dan does say my marriage is awesome because my wife doesn't play games with me. I mean, that's a thing too. You have to have your escape. You have to have your different stuff. That's true. It's true. Yep, there's different ways to look at it too, right? But then is it a problem for you because I like a lot of same things you like? Sorry, what? What was that? Oh, well, we got to get playing. Oh, sorry, Mel, we got to keep playing. Oh, okay. Sorry, the producer told us we can't keep talking. We got to start playing.
Okay, so I'm done. Your turn.
No,
Here,
it's your turn.
Is it?
I don't
think so. I forgot to do this. I rolled back, drew 5 cards.
No, I believe it's your turn.
Well, I don't know. Bruges interrupted everything and caused everything to fall apart. So stream's over. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Bruce's wife is listening. Hi.
Hello.
That is awesome.
Did I sound like it made any sense, or are you looking at me like I'm an idiot? Tell me. Be open and honest. I appreciate it. Bruges, does your wife think I'm being dumb, or does what I'm saying make sense?
Oh, Fog of Love is a great role-playing experience. Oh, I don't want to play that then. In a board game. Yeah.
In a board, no, but that's okay. We play something.
You are choosing answers for points, not to impress your significant other. Oh, so it's kind of like a question-based. So like I would picture like something like Newlywed Game, and then you get them all wrong, and your partner looks at you and goes, "Do you even know me?"
Yeah, no, I'm not playing that. That sounds like a trap.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
It does sound like a trap for sure.
It's a one-way ticket to the couch. No, it was like a free therapy session.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I mean, that would be kind of funny, but...
Well, hello, Mrs. Bruges. Hello.
Yes, hello. Mrs. Bruges, please tell me, what game that you have played so far have you enjoyed? I'm curious.
Also, blink twice if you need us to call for help, because Bruges is forcing you to watch board games on your TV right now. We'll call for help.
Oh my God. I do think it is my turn. I mean,
Yeah,
your
go
turn.
ahead.
No,
You
your
go.
turn, I think.
Are you sure? What did you buy last?
The morphin thing that was here. What was it called?
Okay.
I'm 99% sure that is your turn.
Find out in the comments below when someone scrubs through my whole blah, 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 and then they get back to the gameplay and they're like, why did Rob get to take 2 turns in a row? All right, I am going to start my turn by reading up my cards.
Okay.
I refilled the row. Who's this guy? King Sphinx. Oh, he's got a block. He's a villain. Negate an attack. Draw 1 card, then the attacker gains stun, then discard this card. He's a pricey boy. Maybe I leave him there to troll you. Okay.
Hey, I like to draw cards. That's what
I'm going to heal 1. I'm back up to 30. Matthew with the $20 super
Matthew,
chat.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Matthew, for the support as always. Too kind. What a nice guy. I am way more understanding to other cultures around the world playing board games. This is our hobby, and if anyone loves it, their country does not represent the love of our hobby. We will stick together regardless.
Exactly.
Yes.
Games are for everyone.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, I'm trying to weed out the jerks, though, in the hobby that gatekeep. There are some gatekeeping jerks. I've seen them at tournaments, and I've seen them at board game stores. I've seen them at conventions who just don't like girls playing with their games, which are weird.
Yeah.
And those jerks need to go. Those are what solo games are designed for those guys. But anyways. Yes, Bruce, deck building games do rock. I agree.
Yeah, but Mrs. Bruce says, deck building games is what I enjoy so far. Okay, deck builders. Which is why this is one that you play together a lot, I assume. Okay. Well, there's a lot of good deck builders.
Yeah, that's a big genre. Like there are lots of games, some lighter and maybe are more boring for you now because you played something like this that has a lot more involved. But yeah, there's lots of good ones.
Yes.
But also, if you like deck building games, which I didn't realize when I first got in the hobby, I loved deck building games because I loved card games. I didn't understand that they were engine building games. And there's a whole genre of like engine building board games. So go look into engine building games. There are some beautiful board games where you're trying to build an engine the whole time. And you go from having weak turns to having super amazing turns. There's some cooperative ones, some competitive ones. Well, that's a whole genre out there. So Bruce, you should be looking into engine building games. If your wife likes deck building games, you might be able to, play some of that stuff. And there's competitive ones, cooperative ones. Yeah, look into engine building games. That's where I would expand from there. And that's where I found some of my favorite games were engine building games, which this is an engine building game. But for some reason, I didn't tie that together because everyone always talks about deck building games separately from engine building games, but they are both like similar.
Yeah, and now board games are starting to incorporate deck building, so it's like half of the whole mechanic is deck building.
Thank you, Mel. That is
welcome.
awesome. So you need to look into that's perfect. Yeah, that whole suite of deck building / worker placement games that were hot a couple years ago. There's like Endless Winter, Dune Imperium, but that's competitive.
Arnak.
And, Lost Ruins of Arnak was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So Lost Ruins Arnak has some deck building, or Clank. The Clank games have some deck building, but they also have now a board and something else you're worrying about. So it cranks up the complexity, maybe makes it a little more interesting, but still has deck building at its roots with a board attached and stuff. So maybe start looking at some of those to like see if those are okay, but then those might be like too complex. Then you know to like scale it back again, you know, and just stick with that. But that's right.
May not be too complex though if you're playing a game like Gloomhaven.
Oh yeah, true.
Right? So complexity might not be an issue.
But it would be, though, if the complexity is being reduced by playing cooperatively. So if you have a player that understands the whole complexity of the game and is constantly helping and running the team and alpha gaming a little bit, that might make co-op. That's why I would say play co-op games with people, because if they're uncomfortable and don't know the whole rules, you can help them out because you're on their team and you want to help them. But when you're playing competitively and you teach a person a game and then you sit them across the table from you and you're like, let's fight, they're going to get intimidated and overwhelmed because they don't understand the rules and strategy, and then you're just beating the crap out of them and it sucks. It's not a good experience. So yeah, I would say maybe that's why those games are fine, because they're working together.
Yeah.
And deck building games might be okay competitively because Mrs. Bruges understands deck building.
Right. So it's not a new mechanic.
So just because they're playing complex games doesn't mean you go out and buy some complex competitive game.
Right.
That's where
So complex
just be
cooperative games are fine.
Just be careful.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A couple good suggestions in the chat that people are saying that they liked as well, if you want to check
Aeon's End, yeah, that's a good one, Dragon. Aeon's End.
I love
too.
Aeon's End.
Yeah. That's not for everyone. That
I know, it's not for
a
everyone.
little more like hardcore in the deck building genre, I feel.
Yeah.
A little less forgiving.
It is. It is, for sure.
All right.
Your turn.
Yeah, so I healed. Back to our game. Back to our regular scheduled programming. Yes, I like talking about this stuff. Okay. 4 shards. Do I need 4 shards? There's no heroes. So, of course, when this card shows up, it's never anyone to fight. And that drives me nuts. Yeah, I'll just spend the 4. I'll get 3 power. Going to 8. And I'll take this heavy attack. Guess so. Heavy attack. I don't know. Do I want to do this one? Yeah, sure. Let's do this one. Okay. Then I draw 5. Your turn.
Will you refill for me? Thank you.
Oh,
another one.
Twins! Yeah, every card in the deck I think is a 2 of, except for locations, are only singles. There's only single cards in there. So even though like you'll destroy a Pink Ranger, there's still a chance another Pink Ranger could show up in the game. Pretty sure that's the thing.
Well, I'm going to play a power coin for 3 energy. Going to 6. Okay, I'm at that weird decision about playing or attaching my Pink Ranger. Other than that, I have 3 shards. 3 shards is not enough to fight the Sphinx. I mean, 5 would, but is that the best? I would get to draw a card. Not a bad thing. And I would still have... Okay, I'm going to play Pink Ranger. 6 energy, going to 12. I have 5... No worries, I have 5 shards. I will fight this Sphinx, which allows me to draw a card.
No!
Oh, which is... The next time you battle this turn, I may destroy up to 2 cards I control.
The next time you battle.
I just did.
The next time you battle.
Semantics.
That's right on the card. RTFC. The next time you battle. That makes that card even worse, that you can't draw into it after you battle.
Okay, I'm done. I will take 1 damage.
There are times where you will battle twice if that were to happen.
Or I would have that before I battle.
That was just a big guy. Yeah, or you'd have it.
Yeah. So I'm at 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Knockout blow. 3 cost attack. Target foe gains 1 stun. So to get the crap cards in the deck. Oops.
Oh, Bruce says, my wife sent a super chat. We don't see it yet. Oh, we don't see it either.
Obviously wasn't that super.
Oh,
Just
no.
kidding. Don't see it yet. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't see anything on my side. Other than Matthew's super chat. Maybe Matthew's super chat got in the way. Thanks, Matthew. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I remember someone else one time was having trouble with that. I think it was like on a...
That's in YouTube's hands, not my hands. I have no control over that stuff. That's all YouTube. Wish I could help, but I cannot. All right. Putty clay. 3 energy up to 9. Okay. I have 5 shards. Maybe. What are these morphin times? I hate that they're staring at me. I need to get rid of 1. That annoys me. There's still 2 there. I mean, I can use those right here. Yeah. So.
I cannot, so they're not as.
Yeah, I'll buy one of these, I guess. It's morphin time. And at the end of my turn, should I do this? Let's see. No, I think I'm good. I'll just keep this going through, I guess. I don't want to destroy any cards from here, and I don't need to deal 1 damage to you right now, I don't think.
I'm at 27.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't ready this up, I don't think.
Oh, it worked.
That's okay. Oh, there it is. Holy. First time super chat.
Thank you so much. First time. I love how it says that.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the tips. Bruges' wife.
This one is from Bruges' wife. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the support, guys.
Oh my goodness.
I appreciate it.
You did not have to do that.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm glad it popped. It just took a second. It'll pop on screen in a second too.
Yeah.
Just delayed. There it is.
There it is.
Thank you so much.
You guys are too kind.
You are.
Thank you so much. Happy gaming.
Yes.
Happy gaming. All right.
Rob always says, couples that game together stay together.
That's right.
I mean, that just may be for us. I don't know.
Yeah, couples that play together stay together is like, I forget where I heard that first. I don't know if it was sports or video games or something, but I stole it and use it in board gamings. Couples that play together stay together. All right. Mel's turn. Right. Oh. Thunderslinger. Pew pew. Attack. Deal 4 damage. If negated, each foe gains 1 stun. Then discard this card.
That's not terrible.
Dan with the super chat. $2 for Mel, plus a penny per minute of Rob's counseling.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute, Dan. Thanks, Dan, for the support.
Thanks, Dan.
I'll be here all week.
Oh my God.
One of these days, Dan. One of these days. Thank you, Dan.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even actually remember what this card even did. Okay, I'm attaching the Power Morpher here, which has a 3 energy cost ability, which says attach a card in your discard pile to a matching empty slot on your character. I forgot it even did that. I just want to see my discard pile. Oh, Pink Ranger is in there. Okay.
Spend that energy.
So I'll spend 3 energy.
Spend that energy.
2, 3, going to 9 to attach Pink Ranger in my yellow slot. Okay. Then I have 4 shards. Oh, should I battle and draw this last card out? Or should I buy the Thunderslinger? Deal damage. Is that the other? I know. Oh, okay. If I think... No, I only have 1 equipment. It's not an equipment card. It's a heal. Okay, I don't need it right now. So, because that doesn't give me any bonuses. So let's do... Oh my God. I think I'm going to spend the 4 on the Thunderslinger. Okay. And then, do I want to heal 3? No. No, I'm not doing those abilities. I will end my turn. I will take 1 damage for your villain.
Yes, you
going
will.
To 26. And I will draw.
Okay. Oh, pumpkin wrapper. All right, 4 shards, villain. Deal 2 damage plus 2 damage for each villain in the grid. Huh. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, I just remember something, Dan, actually. Dan Roberts, I have been using your painted minis from The Witcher as inspiration. Thank you so much. So when you see some of them...
Don't tell him he's doing anything good.
No, because he actually posted each one with like their card.
Them, and I was a little jelly.
And it just helped
are all
because...
painted before mine are all painted.
But then the card is there too, so I don't have to pull all the cards out and everything. It was like... so inspiration was definitely pulled from your minis. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dan, for your help.
Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
Sorry, just remembered. Been looking at Dan's minis all week. Alrighty.
One, two, three. Oh yeah, I got 3 energy. Going up to 12. 4, 5, 6.
No. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm gonna buy a Rita Repulsa staff, my personal signature item. All right, and attach when gained. Matches any color. I'll just throw it here on the bottom where the orange goes. Oh wait, no. That's where this goes, not this.
That's multicolors. That can go anywhere,
this I'll
right?
go here. Yeah. I'll throw it here. No, I'll throw it here. I don't know. Here, I'll do it. Good. Oh yeah, I still have stuff. Also have 4 energy. Oh yeah, I attached a card. First time you attach a card, deal 1 damage
per empty slot.
Per empty slot, so just 1 damage. Yeah.
Luckily, I was able to pull that card out.
And then for 4, going down to 8, target foe discards 1 attached card, unless you block it. Your choice. Done.
Done. Oh, and you didn't buy any of those guys, hey?
Nope.
Alrighty. The next time I battle, I can destroy cards. I get to heal 1. Going to 26. What are you at, by the way? Health-wise?
30.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, no heroes have been showing up to beat me up. You bought them all.
3 is not... Oh, it is enough to fight the pumpkin.
Oh, sorry. I want to discard... end of my turn. I can discard anything at the end of my turn.
Yep.
I'll also just wait till my next turn to discard it when it's ready anyway.
9.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have a discard pile?
Yep.
Can I please take a peek, see?
Yep.
Oh, card. No. Okay, we're good. I'll spend the 3 that I have to battle the pumpkin wrapper.
Oh no!
So
target foe discards 1 card.
Okay. And then I battled. I will just choose to get rid of... I think I still need money, so...
Buddy Clay.
I'll just get rid of 1 teamwork.
Teamwork.
And... don't want to discard any of those. I'm done. Oh, I have to take 1 damage.
Yes, from King Sphinx.
25.
Why is there a stun in the deck? Oops.
That was really last time.
Oops. Another Thunderslinger. Okay, ready up cards. I will discard this one. I'm an idiot and didn't attach on the right side, I don't think. I'll attach this one. And okay, so I get 2 energy. 1 to 10. I can spend 6 energy. I have 4 shards. I don't know. I think I'll just take this for 4. And then for 6 energy. Oh, I didn't do this. First time I attack. Yeah, I attach this, right? So you take 2 damage. Sorry, I forgot about that. And then
23.
6 energy. Go down to 4. I'll gain this guy. That. Actually, I'll do 2 energy. I'll do this ability. Look at the top card. And I'll put it on the bottom. And that is discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle time. And I'll replace for you. Angel Grove High School. Ongoing. When you play or battle a hero, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile, or gain 3 energy.
Okay.
When you play or battle, so when you play a hero or I battle one, so both of us can use this.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh no!
Oh, Green Ranger.
It's the Green
Oh,
Ranger.
it's back.
If I defeat him, I can get 3 energy for it. He's 4 though.
Okay.
Oh, he's a blocker. He's your blocker, like King Sphinx was my blocker.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I have 4 just shards in Teamworks.
Teamwork.
I have the Thunder Slinger, which is 3 shards, 2 energy. 3, 4, 5. I could have 7, which could let me get my power axe. I could get this for free, but I mean, I could just start buying them.
You're not just like attach. Yeah, you could attach
I could
it
attach
here
it
and then try to attach another.
Yeah, but you keep knocking them off.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, I don't have that card right now, so
I know, I know. But I'm debating because I'm going to shuffle my deck as well. So if I get this, I can attach this. And then I only need 1 card, hoping I get one of my 2. And then I can flip, and then that will give me this card for free.
Uh-oh.
Which I think I should do.
I'm falling behind.
So I'm going to get 2 energy. Going to 11. I'm going to spend 6 of my 7 to get my power axe, which it matches any color, and I can attach it when gained. I'll attach it here. Okay. I have 1 left, but that's fine. Let's see.
Don't rob does damage when you attach. Oh yeah, sorry, Daniel. I got that. Yeah.
You don't have a discard pile. Okay, so let's spend 4. We're going to 7, and target foe reveals their hand and discards 1 card with a cost of 4+.
I got a junk hand. My next turn's gonna suck. Gotcha.
You didn't have a discard pile, so I had no things to go off of, so it's all good. Okay, but then this target foe discards 1 card because I used an ability the first time.
First time using an attached ability during each of your turns, target foe discards a card. Oh no.
Okay.
I'll just discard my heal card.
And that is all. 1.
My turn?
Yes.
Ready up?
I take no damage. There's no villains.
Nope, no villains. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's some of the freaking battle card? All right. I will just buy Industrial District, which will be a location that will go into play. And when you play an equipment or destroy a card, sorry, ongoing, when you play an equipment, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Or, hold on.
Oh, you just
battle a hero. Oh, maybe I go with this battling a hero one. I have to leave a hero to fight it. You probably buy it. No, I'll buy this one. I don't know. And at the end of my turn, you may destroy this card. If you do, deal 1 damage or put 1 card from the grid into the main deck discard pile.
I saw that coming like a mile away.
Yes, yes, yes. See you later, Green Ranger. Energy wise, I only have 2, so I don't think that's doing anything. Yeah, I'll just leave that. Okay, here. Oh, yeah, I gotta draw.
Yeah, you take no damage. Are you still at 30?
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm doing like nothing.
Yeah, but eventually it'll ramp up. Oh, Pumpkin Rapper's
again,
here.
he's back.
Oh, Zordon hero card.
Okay.
What's Zordon do? Only costs 2. 5 energy. 4, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a hero or equipment, draw it. Otherwise, destroy it or leave it.
Okay, that's a good way to like get cards out of your deck as well.
Guess so.
All right. Power Coin is going to give us 3 energy, going to 10. Okay, then I think I do. Oh, sorry, this readies. I think I can do that and do both. Okay, let's attach our Power Morpher. That is all 4 slots are now full. So when all 4 slots are filled, attach your Zord.
Yeah, let's put it on the Zord bay.
And flip this card. So Morphin time.
Now Mel has access to a block card. So for free, she could exhaust this and negate an attack and then draw a card. But then to ready this again, she has to use that 5 energy Zord Bay ability to ready it up.
Okay, then I have 2 shards, which I will spend to buy this card.
Okay.
And then I have 3 shards and 2 energy, so going to 12, which I will use to battle this card here.
Target foe discards a card.
May I see your discard pile, please? Sorry. That costs 4 and that costs 4. Okay. I'm going to do this just because I think it's funny. I'm going to spend 4. Going to 8. Put 1 starter from any player's discard pile into any other player's hand or discard pile. So I'll take your heal card.
Uh-oh.
And I will put it in my hand. And I will then play it, and I will heal 1. And now you don't have a heal card.
Crazy.
And then I'm going to try this again. I haven't really been watching what he's been playing, but I'm going to spend 4. And you have to reveal your hand and discard 1 card with 4 cost or higher. Oh, this was a good choice. This is a good choice, going down to 4. Oh, sorry. Actually, before this would happen. Target foe discards 1 card at random and takes damage equal to its cost. That would happen when I played this.
No, you have a different ability now. You have to spend 4 energy to do that.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Go ahead. What we're doing here.
All right. Well, let me just count 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Oh, but this one did cost 2 energy less because I did flip before I used it, so I should be at 6. Sorry. I forgot about that one.
Okay.
And now I'll spend the 4. For this, this is a full 4, so going to 2. And target foe discards 1 random card and takes damage equal to its cost. Please be the 6. Oh, it's the 4. Still good, still good.
4 damage?
Yeah. And then my turn is done.
26.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, flip this. So this is now available for you to buy the Tyrannosaurus Red Zord.
Do 1 damage for each hero you control. Okay.
The Telescope equipment card. Each target foe reveals the top card of the deck. You may discard any revealed cards. If negated, discard this card. And the Black Ranger. Okay, so how do we do this? I think I put this there. Do I need this? Play this one for 4 energy, up to 6, and 4 shards, and then I'll, for 6 energy, gain 1 non-adversary card from the grid. And now I'm going to take these 4 to battle this guy. So you discard 1 card.
Discard my...
Ongoing, when you play or battle a hero, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile or gain 3 energy. I will destroy one of these starter cards. Okay. And I did not play an equipment. And then I will energy or shard. No, I'll attach this guy. And you don't get any damage because your slots are full. And that is that. Discard. Draw. Okay. Red Ranger. Portal Bomb. Equipment. Target foe discards 1 location they control. If negated. Oh, come on. You get the answer to my locations? Trash. All right. Red Ranger. Attack. Deal 3 damage. +1 for each hero in your discard pile.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Well, I'll ready everything. Okay. I will recover 1 health, going to 25. And I unfortunately only have 3 shards, which I mean is enough for the porta bomb. Let's go. I don't care about that one. We'll buy this one. And then I only have 2, so I don't think I can even activate any abilities, but at the end of my turn, I will discard this one. So I want that to get shuffled back in, hopefully giving me 7 energy. And 1.
The Command Center. Ongoing. If you control 2 different starters, you gain 1 shard. If you control 3 different starters, you gain 2 shards instead. Yeah, that's a good early game card for sure.
Yeah.
Control is cards that you've played, cards that are attached. It's just not your hand, deck, and discard pile. And it includes ongoing. Okay. All right. All right, I'm gonna get 3 energy off this starter card, going to 3 energy. I will play these for the shards and energy, so I'll get 2 more energy. I now have 5 shards. Next time I battle, destroy up to 2 cards you control. Okay, so 5, 5.
No.
Destroy a card you control. Okay, well, I'm going to just destroy these 3 starter cards. And what shall we do? 5 energy. Oh, I did this too. When you play or battle a hero, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Let's get rid of one of these starter cards. Okay. And do I do it? No. Guard. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discard that. And that is my turn. And refill. Oh, it's a super punny patroller.
Oh, heal 2. 3. Okay.
It's a blocking one again. Another villain. Excellent.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to play these for the energy, which gives me 10. Go to 12 energy. Okay. I will heal 1, going to 26. And then I unfortunately only have 2 shards. Yeah.
Or that. You can use equipment or that. 2 equipment. That's your thing.
Yeah.
Or is it?
I mean, not really.
Oh.
I don't. I mean, it is, but I don't know that I need unnecessary cards.
Exactly.
Okay, I might purchase one of those in a second, but let's do. I mean, I guess I could do this first and see how good this card is, but then that could make him get rid of. Okay, yeah, for 2, I will make you reveal your hand and discard 1 card with a cost 4 or higher.
Just for the lulz.
Oh, you're gonna block it?
Yeah. I wanted to show it. I think it's fun. It might not be the right play, but I'm gonna spend 5 energy and play this guy from my hand. King Sphinx says no. So I negate that attack. I get to draw a card, and you gain a stun.
Oh, son of a gun. That's annoying.
And I think that's in my discard pile.
Okay.
Yeah, then discard this card.
Okay.
Deal with it. There's a block, okay? You got to see a block. I don't like doing that. That's a lot of resources, but it's a thing.
I mean, I guess if it would have been the card that was discarded as well.
Because you waste the energy too, so that's great.
Yeah. Okay, but I am going to spend 4.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to go to 6. And target foe discards 1 random card and takes damage equal to its cost. Come on, not a 0. It makes it better as the more zeros he gets rid of, more starter cards. Oh, no!
It's a 0!
Oh, this turn is whiffing hard.
You missed!
Oh, my God. I guess I could put
Rob activates his trap card. Yeah. Got him.
Yeah, that was sad. That was sad. And then I will just purchase this for 2 to try to clear out that. And that was everything. Okay. Well, we don't always get what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm down to 6 energy. Okay. That was funny.
Did you take a damage?
I did not.
For a villain.
25.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, Spencer says, I'm on vacation, but always have time for Robin Mel. Oh, are you doing anything fun for your vacation? Bruce, I do want to play Pink Ranger one time. It looks like it's an interesting strategy of trying to have a lot of starter cards in your deck or like calling your deck as well based on
4 energy, 6 shards. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's I just don't care and I no, I do care. All right. 6. Let's grab this. Yeah. And 4. No. That's it. Also not a great turn, but strike oppose? Destroy a card in your hand or discard pile, heal HP equal to its cost. Oh, interesting. That's a weird multi-level hard way to heal.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you get
Convoluted.
down to a low number.
All right.
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
My turn. Let's heal 1. We're on 26. You don't have a discard, so then we're going to do this. We're going to spend 3 shards to battle the Super Petty Patroller, healing 3, right?
2, heal 2.
1, 2, 28.
Okay, you battled. Did you have a card that
no.
next time you battle?
No. Oh, that should be standing. Okay. What do we have here? 6, eh? You shuffled your deck. You could have your blocker. How much energy do you have over there?
4.
4. I don't remember how much it cost. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm going to spend 4. Going to 2. And random card and take damage equal to its cost. 5. Yes.
Boom.
Yes, the winner is
5 damage. I go down to 21.
Okay, and then also my last 2. Reveal your hand and discard a card that costs a 4 or higher, and I'm down to 0 energy.
Get rid of Underslinger. Yes.
Okay, and then do I want to discard anything? Am I going to shuffle yet? Let's just count 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and I'm only going to draw 1. Maybe this one. Yeah, I'm going to discard this one. I want that for the money. 1, 2, 3. No damage. 4.
Harry. Maneuver, negate an attack. Draw a card, then discard. Oh, it's a 4-cost block.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. I'll attach this one. So I'm dealing you 1 damage.
Okay. 27.
2 shards. I'll buy one of these. I think. Sure. Yeah, that's it. Okay. 5. Okay, and this one gets flipped. Your go.
Okay, I will heal for 1, going back to 28. Next time I battle, but there is no battling. This will give me 5 energy. I think since there's no battling, and I don't really care to buy anything, I'll just use that for energy as well for 3. 3, and then this is just 1. But so I have 3. We'll see what I do with that in a second. I have 8. 4. Let's do. Yeah, we'll spend 4. We'll do a random card and deal damage equal to its cost. 6.
Boom.
Yes.
Down to 15.
And do I want to take another blade blaster? I am trying to get money, but do I really? No. Okay. And no damage there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good?
Yep, good.
All right. I'll get 8 energy for this one, going to 12. And that's not doing anything. I don't think I need to touch. Oh, I forgot to. Okay. Yep. No, it's okay. I forgot it was in my hand. Okay. Yeah, that's a. All right. 4 more energy. 4 more energy is 16. Okay. Max is 20. Always start spending some. 4. Okay. Okay, let me spend 2. Look at the top card. Put it on the bottom. Let me spend 5, going down to 9. To attack. Deal damage equal to the highest cost card in the grid, which is 4.
I'll block.
Okay.
And I get to draw a card.
Did I do anything else? 4 shards. Oh, junk.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but I still didn't get my stun card. Get something out of there. Or my blaster or whatever.
Yeah, this is. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Guess I'll buy this. No, that's like. That was weak, man. Weak. Weak. And I'll buy one of these. I don't know what to do. Okay. Yeah. I will go there. Yeah, I can't make anything happen here. All right.
I'm sorry.
It's just how it is. It's like I can't afford it like to get this because like I keep losing cards from my deck. And it's like just enough every time. It's like, oh, you got the one that I'm too cheap. Like I can't afford it. But I should have grabbed it earlier, but I don't think I ever had 7. I had many times where I had more than 7 in hand, but you got it before I could do it. So you like cut me off from advancing in the game, and I don't think it's great, but it's like I don't know how to come back from it. I don't know all the cards in the game to know like what am I looking for? How do I get out of this hole? I don't think buying more garbage cards is the way to do it, but YOLO. I don't know. Okay, let's flip this and draw this. another Super Buddy Patroller, blah, 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 but you can just defeat those easy by now. So, yeah.
Alrighty. We have 4 shards.
Yep.
And play that. And that for energy. I'm at 4, so I go to 15.
Yes, as Bob says, please, Mel, finish me. Please,
Trying.
15 more. Let's go.
Okay, so I will spend 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll spend 7 to get the red Zord. And I will attach this in slot number 2.
Uh-oh. I can't even get my first master. She's on her second Zord. I'm in trouble.
Well, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this one first for 4. If you have a blocker or whatever. 1,
Oh, yeah. Let me
2,
check this time.
3,
Sure.
4.
Whatever.
Okay. Let's take this one. Do you have 4 cards or 5? You missing one?
5.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is gone. I take 4 damage.
Yep.
Down to 11.
Then this one is 2 less, so I'll spend 4 on this one.
What is this?
1, 2, 3.
Deal 4 more damage.
Yes, deal 4 damage if negated. Each okay.
Down to 7.
This it says if negated. Do I?
Yeah, we don't read anything.
Yeah, so I don't have to discard the card because it didn't get negated.
Yeah, no, no,
Okay.
no, yeah. Only if I block it, then you do the negative
Okay.
stuff.
And how much do I have there? 7. I will actually spend 5 to ready all attached Zords, and I'll go down to 2.
Why don't you like use this one first then before you
Oh.
ready them all?
Oh yeah.
So this
do
deals
one-
another 2 damage, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Down to 5.
And then I ready them. I forgot
Yeah,
because I just put that
Yeah,
there.
use them both, right? Because it's better.
Yeah.
That-
More
oh no,
efficient.
you can only activate 1 on a turn.
Yeah, but this one
That was already
yeah,
from
that
before,
was already
right?
from before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
1,
yeah.
2, 3.
Yeah, yeah. Until you
Yeah.
get that next card, then you can like do a bunch on the same turn.
All right, so that's end of my turn.
All right.
I take
yeah.
1 damage.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, 27, and then this will get flipped.
Dragon Zord. Attack, deal 5 damage. If negated, discard this card. Wow.
Oh, I need to get that.
Oh my god. All right. Okay, ready up my cards. Row is full. Okay, what are we doing? What am I energy at? 19. All right. I guess I'll play this for 1 shard, 2 energy. 11. When you play equipment, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. I'll just destroy the starter. Or gain 3 energy. No. No heroes there. Okay, let's do this for 2. Look at the top. Huh. I'll spend 4 to gain the top card. 1 out of 5, which is this. I just think I don't even know what this is, but I'm supposed to take it because it's a Sword of Darkness. Where have you been all my life? But it's equipment that I can't use because of the villain I'm playing. So like,
okay.
should I even be buying this?
4 shards could help you get your.
Yeah, maybe, but I think it's too slow. Like I'm way too behind. I remember we played this game before. It was very balanced, but we were playing those 2 recommended characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I played my character the way I'm supposed to play my character. But it's okay. So I gained that. Okay. And then again, 8 energy. Going from to 13. Okay. And then I'll just make you exhaust your Mastodon by trying to attack you, dealing you 4 damage for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
Seems fair.
Yeah,
I spend 5 energy, you spend 0.
Yeah, and then I
Okay,
get to draw a card.
And you draw a card, even better. Then I spend 8 more, or I gain 8 more, going to 16 energy. And I just kind of sad panda.
That was fun.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. but I'm almost dead, so it's pain is almost over.
What are you at?
5. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, this already.
Yep.
Can I even get enough though?
Yeah, you can. There's like a free 2 here. Yeah, what do you got for energy?
2.
2, but.
Oh, I can only do, yeah, there's 3.
Yeah, of course.
1, 2, 3. That's 4, and that's free. Okay, so this can do 4 damage for 4.
Oh no, I'm down to 1.
2, 3, 4. And then this one, that was on your turn, so then this one I can do on my turn. Deal 1 damage for each hero you control, which is 2.
Boom. I'm down to 0. You win. GG's.
Wow, I'm sorry.
No, it's like
the ripping cards from your hand is rough, I'm sure.
Any card game like this that we played before, when you're ripping apart like an engine building game, right? Like I'm buying cards to go into my deck to see them, to try to synergize. So like there would be turns where I'm like, okay, I'll get rid of this maneuver because I'll get another one next turn. I know there's 3 in my deck. Then you would get rid of 1. And then I'm like, that's the one I needed. Then I don't have enough shards to buy cards. And it's like, then I'm destroying my starters. And to think I'm making a better deck, but
it was making it better for me.
Yeah. So I knew I was leaning into that, but I had to do it to get all my, I needed, I know keeping my starter cards is better defensively, but then I'm still not getting anywhere. So then I need to buy the more expensive cards so then I can attach them to do things, but then that leaves me open to get just ripped apart by your random RNG card out of hand attack.
Yeah.
And it's like, even having 1 block, like I didn't see him that often. My deck is so small. So then I started buying other cards thinking I'll dilute it. So maybe you'll get some of those cheap cards out of my hand. No, you kept, and when I needed just like, man, I want to play an equipment card. I can't even use equipment cards. I bought them just to work with this location, but every time you would like get it out of my hand, or it's like, was obviously the worst card to get rid of, or the easiest card to get rid of. So it was really hard. So like you negated me by ripping my hand apart to being able to even advance the game to flip. I was never able to afford this. And half the cards I bought couldn't work because you kept ripping apart the puzzle pieces.
Yeah, and then taking this obviously didn't help.
No, that's nothing. This is just like, no, the 1 or 2 heal. Late game, this does nothing, right? I would have probably destroyed that by now. So when you took that, it's fine. It's a starter card. I'm good with it. But I couldn't get an engine going to hit you back. Like when we played before, you were hitting me, then I was hitting you.
Yeah, it was
you
very
were
balanced.
Hitting me. Those heal cards didn't do anything late game. They were nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, it was a slap fest. This time was just like you like tied my arms behind my back. That is crazy. And I knew it when you picked that Ranger earlier. I read it and I was like, oh, let me see which one you picked. I'm like, oh God, I'm screwed. Like you're in a deck building game when you can rip cards out of my hand. And like in a deck building game, you want to build big hands of good, powerful cards, but that Ranger just punishes you for it. And I fell right into it. I thought I could be sneaky and get away with it, but you got me. GG's. Yeah. Damn you, Power Rangers. I'll get you next time. Yeah, the fact I couldn't even get this, I was so frustrated. Every time I was like, oh man, I have like 10 shards now. You're like, let me get a random card out of your hand. Punch you in the face with it. And now you have no money to do anything. I'm like, well, this is fun. But we've played so many card games that I know whenever you're like ripping cards out of a player's hand in a game that has a card limit, like a hand limit, it's just like such an unfun way to play. It's fun for the other player who's doing the card ripping out of hand. But I know on the receiving end, it's not fun. But it's fine. It's still cool. It was neat to see it work. Obviously, it'd be more fun in a team game where I'm like, maybe you don't hit my hand this time.
Yeah.
And maybe I can get something going.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I couldn't even get Rita flipped. I couldn't even buy her freaking master. That sucks. I was hoping to show that off, but
yeah, because there was like 1 round where you played with only 2 cards.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. And yeah, I just couldn't get it going. It's okay. And then like there was other thing I made a mistake. I realized maybe later was there were heroes that when maybe it was just him. Yeah, when I was looking at the top of the deck, I would look at the card and then I put it on the bottom. So one time I saw a hero, but then that card that lets me battle or like, you know, when I have that location to battle heroes, I'm now regretting it that like, I'm not going to see as many heroes because I've been destroying them or putting them on the bottom of the deck or you're buying them. So it's like those ones, I can't actually get them to work. And because neither of us are buying cards, it's not cycling.
Right, so it's, yeah.
I've not seen that before. It's like the fact where the deck, this guy came out eventually, but there's like no card here you even want to fight.
No.
So it's like, who cares? Then the deck doesn't, the grid, the market doesn't cycle. Then it's like, uh-oh, this is awkward. So now what do I do? So that's why I started buying those blasters.
Yeah, I bought one too, trying to.
Yeah, because I wanted to get rid of stuff here and cycle it. But they didn't show up. Like, by the time they showed up, it was too late. I was already dead. But yeah, it's a little too slow. Even though my deck was small, it's like, I don't know. I was buying too much, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still learning with the game. But it is interesting. It's like, I tried to play like I play deck building games. But it's more than that. It's like, there's a lot more going on here to think about. It's interesting. Definitely interesting. I like it. And that the puzzle is like, maybe it's a simple puzzle, maybe it's easy to solve, but the fact that like that just happened, I now want to solve that. And I want to know how to play with Rita against what just happened. So I want to play again. Not right now, but I do want to play again. But I think that other guy I had that I played with before, the Rito Repulsa guy, he was all about getting 3-cost or cheaper cards, and he was doing shenanigans.
Oh yeah, so this wouldn't be as good.
Yes. So it's like, how do you, I think in the setup you can choose, I don't know if there's an order, but it says you can also do it random or like draft or something. But yeah, it's obviously that hero is like the counter to her, I think. But maybe not. I could have just bought cheap cards. But there was a lot of expensive cards at the beginning too, so I had to buy those. I don't know.
And the expensive cards, obviously, they do powerful things.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
But they just led to me getting beat the crap out of by this ability. Yeah, I don't know. But that's interesting. I like it. The game's really cool. I think it's neat. It has some layers there that like has more meat on the bone than some other deck builders.
It is interesting, though, that we played one off stream to kind of learn the game. And it did play differently, right? Like you were ripping apart this grid as well.
Yeah.
So
I was leaving like villains all over the place.
Yeah, there was times I was taking like 4 damage because I couldn't get through them all. And
I was not buying villains on purpose.
Yeah.
Just for fun to leave Mel up there like being trolled by them all.
Yeah, I had to use that, whatever that communication watch, just to try to get villain or heroes from the discard pile back. And then I was shuffling them in, and then they would be like the 4th card. It was rough.
Show my heel, or you give it back?
I gave it back, yeah. But it did play very differently, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. Can you pass the
whole box?
Yeah, so the box has a good insert, a nice little insert. Obviously, with room for expansions, or if you sleeve, I think it should be okay. But there's also like, if you're playing the team game, the order doesn't just go clockwise. It goes like, you know, villain, hero kind of thing. So each players would get a number at the table, so you know whose turn order is next. Oh, okay. We have some promo dials, I think, that were sent in that thing. Or maybe there were just 4 dials. I don't remember. I think they're promo ones. I can't remember. So those might not be included in the base game. I don't know. But what I wanted to show was like, yeah, like, again, I think this one's the promo one. Probably says.
Oh, I didn't even read what that one did because
I know. I didn't put it out for you because I was like, I don't want to put the promo stuff in, because then it changes what Zords are there and stuff, and I want to make it easier for you to get your Megazord or whatever.
Those teenage
But yeah, anyways, I don't want to like go out the abilities, but like, yeah, there's just like all the Rangers, you know, so you can play with like different Rangers, and then obviously if you're playing team game, you could mix up and then like having 2 Rangers at the table, and who's working on what and who's buying what into their deck. That's pretty cool. And then here's all the villains. So you got like Rito Revolto, Scorpina, Goldar, Finster, and Lord Zed. So yeah, you can play as any one of those, and they all come with their own signature card, their own master card, and yours come with their own Zords or signature card. So yeah, so lots of like replayability, just trying, if you want to try each character in the game, like that's like 7 playthroughs right there if you want to try them all. Not to mention, obviously, it's a deck building game, so every time the grid will deal you different cards to deal with.
Those are my.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, cool game. Yeah, I like it. It's competitive. So it's like,
yeah, so it kind of has like that little knock against it because it is competitive.
Yeah, it's kind of limited. There's like, because obviously it's got the no solo, because, well, it could have a solo. I'm assuming
I'm sure you could
something.
Fight against.
But then if that's the case, they should have co-op designed in it. I don't know, but maybe they saved that for an expansion. I don't know. Does anyone play this game that knows if there's a co-op expansion out or in the works or anything or coming out?
Yeah, because I could see an expansion or something where you team up as Power Rangers to fight like the bad guys.
That's what I would want to do. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like with the theme, it should be a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you should have a mode in this where you can fight against the villains as a team of like 4 Rangers or something. That would be fun, or even just 2 Rangers versus an AI instead of against a human player. But you can do the human player thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can play this cooperatively, sort of, as like a 1 versus many or a 2 versus 2. So I guess you're cooperating with the person on your side of the tables, but that's not what I mean. I mean, I wish you and I could pick a ranger and just go to town, or even the other way around.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be fun.
It seems like it's ripe. Like, it should be something that should have been included, because when you put it in an expansion, the game gets judged based on its base game. Because a lot of times I'm like, oh, I tried that game, or I saw that game and I don't like that game because it's not what I'm looking for. And then somebody right away says, oh, but if you own the 3rd expansion, it fixes all of that and it makes it a better game and it's a must own. I'm like, well, then that's not like, now we're spending $150 to make the game decent. And I'm looking at like the price of it too, right? So,
yeah.
So yeah, that's the only thing I think that's hurting it, is like, it's just limited to that 2v2 or 1v2 or 1v1. And 1v1's fine. Like, but again, in the industry, there's no shortage of 1v1 games. Like, there's so many card games and board games and stuff that are just 1v1. That's like, this is just another 1v1 card game. Like, that's a crowded market, and you have to do a lot to stand out in that market.
For me, I still think the G.I. Joe one is my favorite of all of them so far.
Yeah, I like that G.I. Joe one a lot, actually.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. But I like the My Little Pony one. It was good.
That would probably be my second one, yeah.
I like this.
Transformers.
I like how this is not like in the same genre, like as a co-op. I like that this stands out on its own. It's like, so like, again, when I saw that Renegade announced like, oh, we have all these IPs and we're doing deck building games for all of them and RPGs for all of them and board games for all of them. It's like, oh, they're all going to be clones of each other, but they're not.
No, they're not.
All different designers. They all feel different. They all tried to merge the theme in. You can tell they put some effort into it. It's not just like, let's slap it on a game and sell it on a Walmart shelf,
Yeah, where the game is the same, it's just a different theme slapped on, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a hardcore gamer's game. Like, it's still a modern game, like a hobby game, with a mass market IP on it, which is cool. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I like it.
I like it, yeah.
I like it. I could play it more. It's just the competitive thing. Like, I like playing competitive games, but I worry if I was like, let's play this again. I'm going to keep playing until I'm like crushing you and figuring it out and solving the game, right? And you're going to be like, I want to play something different. I'm like, no, I'm playing this till we solve it.
So, I mean, I would be okay with that because I'm fine to play competitive games against you. I know how you play and I know it's going to be serious and, like, he's not going to let me win.
I'm playing for prize money.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm playing like my life is on the line.
Exactly.
I must solve this.
So, and I don't necessarily care if I lose. I also think it's a learning experience for me if I do lose, because I get to see why did I lose and like kind of like strategically think of that for the next time. So, I mean, it'd be fine. We could do that.
Any questions? Any questions about Power Rangers, the deck building game? I think it's a solid deck building game. I like the theme on it. I like how, again, I didn't show it that well, but Mel started to show it, was the going from teenager. It's just like the show, right?
Yeah.
Start as teenagers, little drama. Then you throw on your suits. Then you're fighting putties. Then eventually, boom, you pull out the Zords. Eventually, I don't know in a 1v1 game if you can get there, but eventually you have 5 Zords here, and then you are a Megazord. Then we're at the finale of the episode where the 2 giant monsters are fighting. And eventually I could flip my card and become, Giant Rita. And then I start calling on the other bosses, the other masters to help me, in my fight. Then it gets more epic. We got there in our previous game we played. Almost. We didn't get it here.
Yeah, I think I only got 1 on the previous game. This time I was able to get 2.
Here and I flipped and stuff. But yeah, there is an escalation to it. So it's like kind of like the show has an escalation to it. Kind of like deck building games and engine building games have an escalation to them where your final turns are like, cool. You have tons of resources. You're doing big, powerful, flashy effects. This game has that. It has that, which aligns with the flow of the show too, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wish I could play the team game before giving it like a final, like, is it awesome or not? Because I think it was probably designed as the 2v2 game based on reading the rules. It seems like that is the focus. That's where it's balanced. That's where it's best. But I don't know because I've never played it 2v2. But if you can get 2 people versus 2 people that all love Power Rangers, I bet that's probably the best way to play. Because I bet with 2 people buying Zords, like 2 people's economies, and multiple Rangers each punching, and in those like team games where you're like deciding like, oh, do I attack him? He's almost like I'm working him good, but now he's getting more powerful. Or do I attack her? Like, oh, choices. So it's even more decision points, more lines of play that like you're not sure, which is fun.
We probably could play this with our gaming group because I know that one of them for sure loves Power Rangers. The other one is very, very competitive.
Yes.
So, I mean,
all right, we
could try.
If I play this 4-player, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But for now, yeah, it's a 1v1 game.
It's okay, but it's
pretty good.
I feel like there's other competitive card games I would play with you over this.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But it's a solid game. It's a solid game. I didn't have any problem with the rules. I wasn't looking up errata. All the cards made sense. Everything's polished, it seems. Balance-wise, I think it's fine. Our last game was super tight. This game, your guy, I think, is not balanced against my guy. And my style of play was totally bad today. I was gambling, and I gambled wrong. It did not pay off.
As I'm watching you buy these expensive cards, I'm like,
I know.
Yes.
I knew it was going to screw me. I know. I was like, no, but I'll get them attached. It'll all be fine. And it didn't work.
And then I'm watching you I'll get rid of these 2 starter cards. And I'm like, oh, it's just getting smaller and smaller with bigger cards.
I know. But I thought I could build up this engine of just damage dealing so fast that I could race by you.
Yeah.
But you just popped my tires and I couldn't even leave the freaking starting line. I love it. Good for you.
Thank you.
And you'll be on the couch tonight.
All right, okay. Good. Bob says, don't worry, Rob. Your ultimate victory is tonight on the couch. Who is that a victory for? Rob or me?
I'm not going to the couch.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. I didn't trash talk or have any bad manners while playing. I lost graciously. I'm trying to learn from my loss so it doesn't happen again. Which is something I've learned in gaming, is like analyze your losses, try to understand what happened so you don't make that mistake again. Because it's like, we might not play this game again 1v1.
Right.
We might not play these 2 heroes against each other, but this is still an engine building deck game and a 2-player card game. So I will learn from what happened and try to improve in the next time we face off. And hopefully I can smash you. I feel amazing. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, you beat me quite a few times. Yeah. Nobody's keeping score anymore.
Yeah. Edward, we will play Star Wars deck building game at some point, hopefully.
Yeah, we just have to get it.
Similar mechanics, but cleaner.
Oh.
Like Star Realms / Hero Realms.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'm in. We bought it. Just don't have it.
Oh, we should switch characters and play another stream? Oh, that'd be funny.
Don't even.
Yeah, to be like, okay, now switch and see how fair it is.
Yeah. So on that topic earlier of how to keep gamers wanting to play with you, if I play Black Ranger against Mel and ripping her hand apart, she's not gonna want to play with me anymore. I'm just kidding. She won't be as salty as I would. Maybe. I don't know. You get frustrated too. Your face turns red. You can see it in your face.
I get frustrated, yes.
Frustrated.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah. You always forget the R.
Frustrated.
Frustrated.
Sorry.
Okay. 40 subs left?
Oh my gosh.
40 subs?
I wasn't sure if we would get there before Gen Con, but it looks like we can.
Maybe.
If you haven't subbed, help us out.
Yeah, hit the like button.
Yeah.
Help out the channel. Help other people find the channel. Share the videos. Like them. Subscribe. Share them. Yeah. When you see those threads on Facebook, Reddit, Board Game Geek that are like, hey guys, what are the board game YouTubers you watch? And everyone just always answers Dice Tower over and over again. Try to mention me, and then other people like it. And then maybe they'll find some of us little guys, and we'll grow the community. Oh no, and the other one, shut up and sit down. It's always those two.
And like watch it played.
Guys,
it depends,
Guys, I love board game YouTubers. Who are some that I should watch? And it's always watch it played, shut up and sit down, and Dice Tower. And
they're like, I already know.
Person goes, obviously those are the ones that it come up in the search because they have the most views. And it's like you have to scroll for like 20 minutes to find them mention like some channel that has like less than 20,000 subscribers. But it's like I don't want to be in there going, me.
Some people do that.
What?
Some people do that.
I
They'll
don't.
Yeah, we don't do that. But
it's like.
But if somebody mentions you or us in them, I will like it.
I know. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, share the videos, share the channel, help us grow. We appreciate it.
40 away from 18K.
Gen
Wow.
Con's coming. Gen Con's coming. So stay tuned to the channel tomorrow. We're continuing with our Hunters AD playthrough. Kyle will be joining us tomorrow. He is not here today, obviously. I saw that mentioned before. Yeah. No Kyle today.
Yeah, no Kyle today.
Kyle's coming tomorrow. So yeah. And then Saturday we're playing Frosthaven. Sunday we'll probably be playing Earth, some 2-player Earth. Oh, that'll be competitive. Rematch. Competitive rematch.
No,
Sunday,
you beat me every time we played that game.
Perfect. I'm going to go practice Earth all night long until I can get over 300 points in a game so that I'm ready to crush Mel's dreams to get revenge on Sunday. I haven't scheduled that one yet, but subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and you should not miss that one. Or check out the, if you're watching later, check out the playlists section. There'll be my Earth solo playthroughs in there. Plus, you'll find that one scheduled in there. What else? I don't know. Other games are coming. Stay tuned to the channel if you like these live streams.
Oh, Sunday. Yes, Sunday.
Sunday.
I think because we haven't streamed on a Sunday in a while.
I know.
We've had some family things going on.
Family things, playing other games.
We had a work trip.
Relaxing, work trip. Yeah. Sundays have been busy, but not streaming busy, but busy other reasons. Yeah. Damn real life.
I know.
But yeah.
Matthew's excited for a Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday stream.
You better be here, Matthew.
Yeah.
And cheer me on as I destroy Mel's island.
I maybe need to start thinking of some different strategy for that game because I have yet to beat you.
But it's hard because like the deck's all unique and random. Like you just got to deal with what comes up and pick. And when you set up, pick the right island and hope that the deck is nice to you and try to align for the goals and stuff. Yeah.
Anyways.
Basically, you need to go watch my solo stream where I describe all of how I should probably have played, but maybe didn't play the best.
He's going to give me some tips.
But I'm not a pro at the game. I'm just joking. But in general, like in victory point games, kind of look where you can get the most points and just target those and hope to get other ones along the way. Mel played Terraforming Earth. yeah. That's what they were joking. It's like wing forming, Everdell span game. Everspan Nova.
Yeah.
Like one of those games.
Yep. Matthew's totally fine.
Michael, please don't thumb the channel. Get your thumb out of there, Michael. No thumbing. Matthew's Team Rob. Yes.
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
I have a few that are on my side. It's fine.
Yeah.
They didn't show up today, really, but it's okay.
Yeah, good.
Bob is here. I think Bob's on my team.
Dragon Shadow's also on your team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Dan is like half on my side, half on yours.
Wing forming Everspan Race for the Nova.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, Race for the Galaxy. I've never played that, so I don't use that one in there. Yogi kept mentioning that one. That it's just like those games. I need to play it just so I can also throw that in there and make fun of that. Here's another one of these games. Oh, did you see they're rebranding? They're making another Everdale. I saw that today. It's called Farshore or something.
Oh, I saw that.
It has like Everdell in small words, and then it's like in that universe, but it's literally like a reskinned, streamlined-ish version of Everdell. So that publisher, I'm not gonna say too much about that publisher, but they're basically have done making all the expansions for Everdell, and they're like, crap, we need to make more Everdell money. What do you do when that happens? Make like a second edition, but don't call it second edition because then you'll piss off all the fans. Just call it something different, but then put the name in the small title, like an Everdell game. But it's literally just Everdell with like 2 tweaks. But yeah, I want to get it just to play it so I can make fun of it. No, not like Ares Expedition. Ares Expedition is
I know the game that you're talking about, or you're thinking of when you talk about it. Isn't there one that they remade like Aeon's End? What's that one?
No, that's actually a little more different.
Oh, okay.
It is still
but it's still a copy-ish, right?
Yeah, by the same publisher, and they're like, man, we need to make more money. Let's sell these idiots the same game again. We'll just tweak it. Yeah, Everdell Legacy should be a thing.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
But yeah, anyways, I think it'll be a Gen Con game. Far Shore or something it's called.
I think I saw the box today.
Yeah. It's supposedly coming out Q3 2023. So I feel like they'll have it. They have a big Everdell presence last year at Gen Con. Like their whole booth was
Did they
big.
have the tree and you could like take your photo in it and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see them coming this year to Gen Con and promoting the crap out of that one and start people into the same thing again where, hey, Everdell fans, you need this game because in an Everdell game, and then they buy that with already like 6 expansions planned, basically just copying the same expansions they've already released,
right?
Just with different art and a different name on the box. So it seems kind of scummy. But hey, they got to make money. They got to stay in business. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. Everjaws of the Dell. What? Thank you all. 24 of you click the like button. Much appreciated. Thank you for clicking that button. It helps the channel out more than you know. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow on stream. See you guys for some more Hunters AD 2114. Hopefully with Kyle. If not, we'll play without him.
Sure.
We'll just play his character. Screw him. We'll just play his character until he comes back. We'll steal all his loot. We'll steal his loot and leave him dead in the street. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.